Alright, I'm here. What's that? Ryder and Saber. And we need support, and I'm gonna put that support right here. And I'm gonna switch this to... wait. And I'm gonna switch this to... this dude. Give me some stars. So this perfect. You know what? +1. No, not +1. +2. +5. Let's start. This thing, no. It's good though. This thing, yes. Suffering. Let's go. Auto. Perfect. Am I streaming? I'm streaming. Does anyone see it? No. Is it on YouTube? No. Man, of all the ways for the Emperor to obtain immortality, that one just didn't even occur to me. Building yourself into a robot. Phew. So after finding Nessa's remains in the Shang Dynasty ruins, the Emperor must have worked some sort of cybernetics breakthrough way back into the BC era. No wonder the technology in this hospital is so topsy-turvy. So the Emperor must have abandoned the Zenrin aspiration, found a way to attain immortality another way. Zenrin? I need some exposition. The Zenrin were Taoist mountain sages, or hermits if you like, who sought eternal youth. They also perfected their bodies, thereby achieving eternal youth and life. The proper human history, the first Emperor of Jin attempted to become one such Zenrin through an immortality elixir made with the Chinese alchemy. But as it happened, repeated long-term use of this elixir only resulted in fatal mercury poisoning. Mercury weakness! Oh, that's the thing with liking mercury and hating mercury, right? Alchemy has always been great deal more trial and error than success, no matter where it was practiced. Makes sense. But in this lost spell, the same Emperor must have given up on alchemy in favor of technology based on Nessa. Well, Prince Nessa's body was still created by a Zenrin, so it's not as though the represented too big of a divergence from the path. But the decision to render human form and grant only the mind immortality cannot be even made lightly. From there, if the Emperor was able to stamp out all the dissidents in the rest of China and continue ruling the resulting empire at the height of its power, conquering the rest of the world seems only a matter of course. Yes, well, as a mage I can't say I approve of that, but I'm glad this Emperor turned out to be such a reasonable fellow. Indeed, this was the most unexpected development. I never would have guessed that the Lost Spells ruler would sever ties with Crypta in favor of negotiating with us. That said, what do you make of the request to examine the Shadow Border in exchange? It's definitely a risk. I mean, we didn't do so much as tell the other Lost Spell factions that zero sailing is even a thing. The Russian and Scandinavian Lost Spells both seem to have their hands full with their own affairs. But China is different. Quite so. Oh, I think I'm hurt. Oh gee. I'm hurt. My foot hurt from the pain. The pain different. Close. Ouch. Really though, is responsible for severing their ties to the rest of their land. They see the situation as an unprecedented disaster, much like we did with the human history being wiped out of existence. I wonder what they think if they saw the world outside their lost belt. Guess they'd be pretty distraught. Yeah, their potential reaction is key. There are several lost spells, but only one Earth. It's a recipe for the biggest, crappiest game of musical chairs ever. Ever, dude. Since there's no way for all these different civilizations to coexist, instead of existing in parallel worlds, they all have to fight to exist on the same Earth. So the Lost Spells aren't preoccupied with just scraping by, are eventually going to have to fight others if they want to expand their territory further. Then Gustari say everyone's tree would be fighting. So the Cryptas, I mean, Team A are competing with each other at the same time they're fighting proper human history? Why would Kistara choose this? Not him. We have insufficient evidence to come to a conclusion about his motives, so let's leave that aside for now. The salient point at the moment is that all the Lost Spells will eventually be competing with each other for survival. Right, and while proper human history may be at a disadvantage with all its territory gone, there's still one thing we have that the Lost Belts don't: Zero Sail and me.
Of course, the Shadow Border. And because of that, we're still not the only ones with the ability to Zero Sail between Lost Belts as we please, but
if one of the Lost Belts at that border, they'd be having a serious leg up over the others too. Huh. Damn it. Can't believe this Jinji Huang was thinking that far ahead. Indeed. Though all of this assumes that China does indeed have all the other nations under its rule.
And once Jinji Huang ventures outside this Lost Belt, the first move they make will be to go on the attack against the other Lost Belt rather than Chaldea. This could be our big chance to swoop in while the other sides are weak from fighting each other and take the prize for ourselves.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Gordolf. The outcome we need to be concerned about is Jinji Huang gaining an overwhelming advantage thanks to the Shadow Border's technology, and going on to claim the entire planet as their own. Right, if that happens, we'll be responsible for creating the biggest threat to restoring proper human history ourselves. Then there's no way to tell how it'll play out until we open the lid of this figurative Pandora's box.
Gah. So no matter what we do, we're taking a big risk.
There's also the possibility that we may become collateral damage when the Lost Belt begin to battle one another in earnest. Still, while we cannot rule that outcome out definitely, it's far enough away that we can worry about it later. In the meantime, our most pressing concern by far, saving Gordolf, is finding an antidote for Director Gordolf and Mr. Darren.
Yes, exactly, Holmes. I always knew you had a kind heart deep down underneath your graphic detective exterior.
Well, I guess we can't deny that Tubby is in trouble. If they really do hand Connor Sky over as promised, does it mean we have one less thing to worry about? Well, in one sense, yes. But having Connor Sky as a prisoner will create other, very serious problems. If anything, it only further raises the question of how we will go about selling matters in this Lost Belt. And then there's the fact that we still can't find this Tree of Emptiness. Indeed, I was surprised to learn that even Jinji Huang knew about it. Does that mean Hinako doesn't know it either? What am I saying? Of course she does. I mean, it's her job as a crypt to protect this world's Tree of Emptiness with her life. Quite so. Her behavior has been most peculiar from the beginning. Both Kato and Ophelia had formed alliances with the Lost Belt's ruler and shared a goal to expand their territory in the future. But here in China, the only one who seemed interested in territory expansion is Jinji Huang. It even seemed as though Akuto was trying to hold Jinji Huang back.
Yeah, the only thing that seemed to interest her was wiping us out.
That's true. I got the sense that she wanted to dispose of us before Jinji Huang started paying attention to the outside world.
I can't tell if she's being reactive or proactive.
So hey, this might be a little too lately by now, but are we sure it's okay to talk about this stuff in here? I mean, Jinji Huang keeps an eye on all of China, right? How do we know the Emperor's not listening in right now? True. The thought of the Emperor peeping on us from low orbit is more than a little creepy. But the flip side of that is that all the Emperors can do. We should still assure our heat signature is visible, even if with a roof in the way. But as far as audio is concerned, the Emperor mentioned that the quality isn't good, and we can only be heard when we're looking up, raising our voices. I know, cause I tried yelling a bunch of obscenities at the Emperor when I was in the cockpit.
So that's what all the stuff about old Jesus cyberpunk ripoff and 80s leftover was.
Oh, I think that was the one that I missed out on part 6, or like the section before. Don't remember. Anyway, having the Imperium constantly watching us at all times will get annoying, so I made this. Ba 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 ba. What is this? A stealth module for the new Mystic Code. I tried modeling it off of Robin Hood's No Face May King. Just think of it as a stealth, streamlined, portable bounded field. That's amazing! When did you even have time to make that? Thanks, but it really is not quite as impressive as it may be sound. There are lots of stabilities issues and other kinks to work out. If the mana level on the atmosphere are too dense, or it's really hot or real cold, falls apart like a house of cards. So that means it would be pretty useless in the other two Lost Belts we've seen. I see, but when one considers how stable this Lost Belt's environment is, it becomes clear how useful a module would be here. Oh, it also focuses on precision over area of effect, so it won't hide you from someone close by. But since we only have to worry about long-range spying here, it should work perfectly in this case. Speaking of...
What the? Did Xiang Yang just launch something else at us?
Let's go check it out, Master. Oh no, it's another, piece of enemies fighting us. Oh, a benefactor. A village got a benefaction. Most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor wishes to thank you for your hospitality to our otherworldly visitors. Be grateful for this blessing. Ah, thank you, you most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor. Thank you, oh Jesus, this is a long one. Benefaction. I remember now. They said that's what those rockets are usually used to deliver. Man, they're so lucky. I can't wait till I'm a grown-up and can get benefactions too. You mean, kids never get them? We do, but they usually don't work as well when you're little as when you're grown up. They sure don't for me. Say, wanna try mine and see what they're like for yourself, mister? Here you go. It looks like... Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, I see, huh? People knife. I knew it. I knew it. Yep. Yep. Clears your head out and makes you feel real good. It's like a dream come true. Huh? Huh? Oh, is that so? Give it here. Hey, remember your reputation. Drugs. Rest assured, I am not speaking solely out of personal desire. Don't you think such a drugs is worth analyzing? This could be some sort of technology unique to this lost, but it has no counterpart in proper human history. Drugs. I see. So this benefaction isn't money then? Of course not. I doubt this farming village even has a monetary economy. Then again, the fact that we've seen so much agriculture would suggest some economic activity. What if their crops yield tremendous surplus every year without fail? Is that even possible? In our world, using methods of agriculture with which we are familiar now, but things may work differently in this world. I took a look at the wheat they are growing and it was like nothing I've ever seen. In fact, I can't even be certain if this is wheat. All I can say for certain is that it has been heavily modified. Perhaps this seemingly primitive form of agriculture is actually far more advanced than we have been given it credit for. Even though these farmers don't have so much of a single tractor? Perhaps their methods are so advanced they have no need for machines. Why don't you analyze the wheat along with that shady drug then? You might want to learn something. Drugs. I cannot say that the wheat is nearly as interesting as the drug. But now that we no longer need to look for Konoskaya, I suppose I could spare the time. Yay! And then we will realize it has been a hoax. The drug is gonna make you stupid. Hey, isn't that Jingji Huang's White Sparrow or White Lance? Hi there, the engineers just went on break. That vehicle is like your home away from home, right? I'm sorry you can't use it during our investigation. Are you finding everything to your liking in our camp in the meantime? Oh yes, it's very pleasant here. The air's so clean and fresh too. It's so nice to have a place outside our vehicle where we can relax. We didn't really have that in the other places we've been to. Woohoo. I'm glad to hear it. Alright. I haven't introduced myself yet. Jing Liangyu, the general of the empire. Jing Liangyu. You're from the Ming period, right? Alright, flex that knowledge I don't have. Ming? Alright, the history of our own world is entirely different from ours, isn't it? Your own. Also, she already knows. So why did we say place and not world? Alright. I think they said Jing's reign ended quickly there and that numerous other dynasties sprung up in its place, right? Here in this world, the only emperor I know is Jing Huang, who has reigned over the last 2,200 years. That aside, the fact that you are still alive in this day and age is a great surprise to us. Did Jing Huang make you immortal too, by any chance? Of course not. I was just permitted to sleep in Mount Li after my accomplishments in the Buzu rebellion. Here in the Empire, any warrior makes a name for themselves is put to rest in times of peace, and is only awakened again when they are needed. So you employ cryogenic freezing. Then I presume there's no need to keep a standing army here. Was Yang Yu frozen in Mount Li too? Probably not, he's a robot, right? Yang Yu? Ah, I see, you call that thing Yang Yu too. That thing? No, that thing is just a valued relic. It's one of the most glorious and majestic empire's most impressive accomplishments, which is saying a lot. It's both one of the cornerstones of this entire empire and a monument to it. But as you can see, it's not a living soldier. You could say it's an ancestor to his mechanical army. So Jingji Huang's army is composed of those dolls. And you commanders from the past were unfrozen in order to lead them. Of course, I'm also told that the royal guards in Yangyang always assembled from soldiers of the current era. I've even heard that some elites have received instructions in sage art from the most glorious, majestic emperor in person. But Jingji Huang has no need to keep a full army on hand at all times. The mechanical soldiers are more than sufficient, and the generals need to lead them can always be summoned from their quarters in Mount Li. It's been a long time since I was frozen myself, and I'm also told there hasn't been any sort of disturbance for the last 100 years. So you're saying the war has been eradicated from this world? Even when I was a young girl, war was only ever something I read about in history books. I mean, wars can only be fought between countries, right? But there haven't been any countries besides our empire for over 800 years. The only reason I took up the spear was to help put down revolts. Then Jinji Huang had achieved dominion over the world by the 13th century. We started implementing gunpowder well before any other country, so no nation was able to oppose us. The discovery of the Wu Zhang tree was a big help too, as it helped us make huge leaps in our medical science. It's all thanks to the most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor abandoning mortal flesh in favor of a holy, undying vessel. What's the Wu Zhang tree? Oh, I'm told it's the embodiment of the sage's secret, a treasure trove of hidden mystic wisdom, others known as the Tree of Life. Oh, wait a minute. That Tree of Life has been here for longer? Discovered it while searching the sage world for the secrets of immortality. Oh! Does that mean Jinji Huang really did manage to become a sage? No, most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor has already achieved immortality through the holy vessel before discovering the Wu Zhang tree. Oh, they say the emperor chose to remain in metal form rather than ascend to the heavens, because it was a better way to lead the nation. Makes sense. Still, it took over 300 years to complete the search and wouldn't have been possible without abandoning the shackles of mortality. In the end, the emperor decided to use the sage's knowledge of medicine to improve the people's life. With all manners of disease, hunger, and pestilence eradicated, our soldier strength enhanced through elixirs, no other country's force stood a chance against us. Sage-based biochemistry. That reminds me, is this a rather unnecessary large plot of farmland for this number of residents? You think? I suppose everyone does have their hands full during harvest. But the wheat grows on its own rest of the time, so it doesn't seem like too much work to me. Is that so? I do beg your pardon. I merely thought that all this wheat might result in quite a surplus given how many people live here. Perhaps you take more than half of the harvest as a form of taxation? Of course, everything in the village can't eat is taken to Xiangyang. I see, then I suppose Xiangyang must have been an immensely populous city. No, not especially. Ah, now I see. I take it wheat is still only grown for food in your world. Is that not the case here? Wheat is the key ingredient for ethanol, the Empire's most valuable source of What? Gas? Well, don't I look a proper fool? I was completely taken in by appearances, so this rather mundane-looking wheat field is actually used primarily for growing a fuel source. Gas. I did hear that the world you come from has a completely different history from ours. I can only speculate, but I gather the world you come from must be a cruel and unforgiving place. What makes you say that? Both you and that young lady are, I hope this doesn't offend you, but neither of you look as though you enjoy fighting. You have such kind eyes, so much so say that I can scarcely imagine you in any cause to begin with. Woohoo, you're right. And yet that weapon the young lady carries looks to be so heavy and dense that even the most seasoned of our warriors would have difficulty handling it. What more, I can tell she wields it as naturally as if it were an extension of her own body. That people such as yourself have been forced to become adept at combat at such a young age, well, it says a great deal about how harsh your world must be. Not wrong. Hit the nail right on the mark. Hit the nail right on the mark, friend. Damn, looks like they're gonna be partying all night, huh? The benefaction stuff must have been some real good shit.
Indeed.
What's going on, man? This isn't like you. I thought you'd be all up in arms, you know?
These poor people dancing all the meager blessings the oppressor deigned to bestow upon them or something. Yes, perhaps under other circumstances they would, but seeing how happy they are right now, it is difficult to find fault in this.
So that's how it is, huh?
It was the pain and starvation I saw so many forced to endure that first moved me to rebellion. They were treated more like animals than people. Their smiles and moments of hard-won victory and freedom were so fragile, so honorable. They were nothing like what I see here now. Now that I think of it, I've never seen anywhere so filled with joy and peace as this village.
Course not. These sheep don't even know what war is, remember? Couldn't be further from our world.
I had always hoped that the blood of my compatriots and I shed would buy smiles like this, but I never dreamed I would truly get to see them. This world is too perfect for the likes of me.
Ain't that the truth?
Tell me, O King, O Knight, are you sure we should be even here?
You effing kidding me? Why would you even ask? You get along great with these people.
I know, but even so, something continues to feel off. I cannot help but wonder, do we heroic spirits truly have a place on the battlefield of these lost spells?
Uh-oh. Spartacus is way too smart right now. He's thinking too much. Senpai, are you up? Oh, I had a nightmare. Spartacus being way too smart. Predicting everyone. Yes, I'm afraid my nerves are still frayed from the battle we fought earlier today. I'm glad we survived thanks to Jingji Huang's interceding, but it was still too close for comfort. Why don't we get some fresh air, pal? Friend? Okay, thank you for joining. Okay, thank you for joining me, senpai. Not okay, so. I see the villagers are still enjoying the festival. I guess these benefactions must be a huge cause for celebration. Holmes said he suspected there might be a luxury good, but much like alcohol in our world. The fact that it's like drugs makes me a little nervous though. I already know what it is. Maybe our perspective is off there since we're used to Holmes' habits. No, it's my habit. It looks like they're going to keep the Shadow Border investigation through the night. I hope Da Vinci will be okay supervising them. That leaves us with nothing to do for once. Chilling out, man. Yeah, feels like forever since we last had free time to ourselves. This lost belt is really peaceful, isn't it? Something wrong? Pal? Senpai, I've seen a world like this before. It was a world of possibilities, united under a single ideal. You're talking about the Temple of Time? You mean... Yes, the King of Mages. I mean, Goethe envisioned a history of humanity that was free from strife and suffering. I disagreed with him. There was something about a world completely lacking any pain and adversity that just felt wrong to me. But now, the way people live here seems so close to that world, yet it's still rich with life and a scent of earth. These people aren't illusions, they're just real as we are. Well, we're still this world's enemies. Yes, I know. Even after we take Konyaskaya into custody and secure the antidote, that won't be the end of it. We can't stop fighting until we find the Tree of Emptiness, cut it down, and prune this world away like it was originally meant to be. I know this is a rare chance to rest and relax, but when I think about that, I just can't get to sleep. Oh, you shouldn't have talked about this outside. Oh yeah, now you look up. Ah, it's been so long since we've seen such a beautiful night sky. Don't say anything. Master, get back! Whew. It would seem I missed my chance. I thought it would be easy to kill you under cover of darkness. I underestimated those who have spent their lives dedicated to the art of war. Even if it would take no more than a single stroke of my sword, I cannot bring myself to sneak up behind and murder someone in cold blood and stay admire the beauty of the night sky. Prince of Langling, but we call a truce right now. No, you and the Emperor called a truce. My master and I agreed to no such thing. As such, tonight, when everyone else have lowered their guard, would have been a perfect chance to end you, Master of Chaldea. And they go at it again. Orderly, I would like nothing more than for those moved by beautiful things to live out their lives in peace and happiness. But now that we have met as enemies, that can never be. I had hoped to end you before you had to feel any need of fear. Forgive me for my incompetence. Did you really think I would be that easy, servant? Jin Liang Yu? Did you honestly believe I would fail to protect our allies in a moment perfect for assassination? Perhaps a true assassin would have been able to elude me, but you? Not a chance. Sir, warriors like you are meant to cross swords on the field of battle, not skull around in the dead of night. Your Majesty Master must be grossly ignorant of war to send you on a mission so badly suited to your abilities. Silence. I will not suffer any insult to my master. Still, now that I've had such insolent remarks, I need to feel no guilt of drawing my sword. For that, you have my thanks, General. Let's go. A very, very sudden. I know what's wrong with this already. Ah yes. But I can see the differences here. So, 2 saber faces. Let's go. I need to generate stars right now. Okay, what's this? Yeah, we can buffer that one. I think this is all 5 turners. But we don't need that many, so let's go. Finally you're fighting, Jesus. So, perfect. 20 stars, just like the activation. We might just kill them a little too fast. Alright, whatever. Give me more stars, I need to kill. Thank you. 31. Yeah, my Sherlock is a little bit stronger than their, like the free to play version Sherlock. Yeah. I just realized I made a big mistake. Oh yeah. Yeah, Sherlock's out. Damn it! I should have put him in the last slot, but the crit, so I guess it didn't matter too much. Alright. Let's go. Alright, I think... So, this. We can do this and see what happens. Let's go. My saber should be able, my archer should be able to kill it though. Let's go. Like 120 was it? 110. Unlucky. 69. Let's go. Uh oh. Okay, double stun, so we have to do 2 and then we attack. How inconvenient. Unlucky. Lesser Artoria. What, huh? Who's Artoria talking about? You should probably go to sleep now. I'll be fine doing this by myself. It's just a lot of reading after all. So. I would have liked to charge my MP, but I can't. You and your invincibility. So. Alright. So. Alright. Just someone attack him. I think we can do this. So. We have 2 more rounds. I can charge my MP so I can fire off another one. So yeah. Do you grow silent, huh? Who's Artoria you will need, huh? Depending on your answer, I will be forced to activate myself in anger. Or something along those lines, but it's a bit too late for that. Unlucky. Okay. Alright, let's see if this works. Both of them. Oh, wrong answer. Shithead. Wrong answer, Hyper Bro. Get away from me with your opinions, you know. My fact is real that there's no real best Artoria, but yours sucks. Screw you, man. So I can block his MP once. I could also go for cooldown, but oh wait, I can. Yeah. Who would have thunk it that one day I would decide to use my cooldown reduction for the Galactic Meteor Sword because it is good or something. Alright, beat their asses. Let's use that Sherlock to good use. Deal with it. You, my opinion, your opinions. Deal with it. Yeah, this is right, you know. Just exactly right. My opinions are bigger than your opinions now. I like how we got into an agreement for once, you know. Yeah, retreat for now, friend. Retreat right now. So now I'll beat you, man. I wish I could, you know, stack Sherlock's skill a little more. It's probably very fun to just stack crit buffs and stuff. Maybe it's possible with the heavily majestic Emperor dude at level 1 or something. Ah, here's a 5. Thank you. Yes. MHX trash, Castoria best. Nah. If insults is the only thing I get in this day and night, then I don't want to hear anything from you. I stalled long enough. Any chance you had that victory is gone, Prince of Langling? Jing Liang Yu speaks the truth. Nighttime though it may be, Even we, at such a great remove, cannot help but notice such tumultuous commotion. Gah! We trust you can hear our voice, Akuta Inako. What do you have to say for yourself? She's pissed. We are not dead yet. Akuta, I know you may not understand right now, your Imperial Majesty, but I promise that everything I've done has been for the prosperity of your empire. Is that so? Then it would seem you indeed have no intention of honoring our wishes. Now then, what do you do with you? We doubt the threat of beheading would be enough to cow you. No, if we are to punish you, we must take something else away. Oh, I already know what it is. Ah, yes, I know. Come here, KOIG-0. Beep boop. You summoned me, your Imperial Majesty. Jiang Yu? We did. Rip your core out of your chest and smash it to pieces immediately. Oh, as you wish, your Imperial Majesty. Wait, please wait. I'm sorry, please. Anything but that? Ah, so you were able to plead for forgiveness. You must be quite attached to that machine indeed. Oh boy, Gigasim Hinako. You're right. Why did I want a Hinako? She's simping. Yeah, that's what I tell myself every night. Akuta? Please have mercy. I swear I will serve you faithfully from this moment on forward. Do anything you ask, anything at all. Just please spare his life. We will hold you to your word, Akuta Hinako. Know that the only reward for defying our will is fear, far worse than any mere death. Yes, your Imperial Majesty, I swear, I will never go against your wishes again. Well done, Liang Yu. You need not concern yourself with the moment any longer. Understood, your Imperial Majesty. Lord Darren, I suggest you return to the camp and retire for the night. Senpai? Let's go. Ultra Giga Simp. I thought his nerd stopped streaming. No, I didn't. Jin is pronounced kin. Really? Is it now kin? God damn it. I had it with kin, but I guess it's kin then. God fucking damn it. Zhang. Kin. Then it's kin. I must ask you once again. Yes? Who is Zhang Yu? That's Yang though. Screw you. Should be good with Chinese after all the FGO and Genshin Chinese BS. I'm not. No one corrected me. And I don't have any references, man. To answer that, I will need to tell you another very different story first. The one where the Emperor died before obtaining the holy vessel. Beep boop. Look at his sad face. Give me a second, I have to make servant now. Because there's actually something happening. To pay attention or something. There she is. There he is. There this is. And this is where this guy comes in. Perfect. Holy vessel, big computer. Cow cow is pronounced like cow cow. Alright, Irain. But yeah, the one the Emperor died, obtained a true vessel. That's right. After the Emperor passed, the quest for immortality was seemingly buried with him. You were no exception, as you were kept hidden away in a secret Kuajian laboratory. But someone found and reactivated you. A man by the name of Jiang. Sorry. He went on to become one of the many people attempting to rule China for himself after the decline of Qin. Alright, Qin, huh? Then in history, I fell to rebel hand. Jiang Liang wanted to use your superhuman abilities to further his own ambition. So he gave you a surname Jiang, the first name Ji, and the courtesy name of Yu, and presented you as his nephew, despite knowing you were not actually human. I'd empty my vessel in her, Jesus. I'd say use my glorious emperor, but I have no QP. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to use any emperors, any Kinji Huangs. True, I was only given current combat frame long after I was first activated. My original chassis was entirely humanoid. No one ever suspected Jiang Lang was lying. They thought it was simply never occurred to him Jiang Lang. The Emperor had based you on Taiji, with Taiji Zenren's creation. A machine as advanced as you was beyond anyone's imagination at the time. Then I was treated as a person rather than a device. Given your appearance, no one had any reason to suspect you of anything other than human, regardless of how exceptionally skilled you may have been. In time, future generations would come to know Zhang Yu as China's greatest warrior. Zhang Yu is related to Guan Yu. Who knows? Yet none of them would ever know your true identity nor how you were made. Something is amiss with your claims. If this young person kept my origins and the truth of my creation secret, how did you come to learn the truth? Who are you? Who are you, really? I'm just a drifter. One who came to this lost belt solely to be reunited with you, my beloved Lord Zhang Yu. Yeah, I know. Kush has too much HP, he needs to be stopped. Thames HPs don't lie. 12,671. Yeah. Too much HP, huh? Alright, the next one. Oh boy, or Jesus. I mean, at least we can finish 8, alright? Like, 8 is not a fight, so we can do it. Oh, spell 8, Land of Peace. And all my sanity gone. But it boils over somewhere. Huh? Sounds like you had a quite the evening. Peculiar though this may be, it does present another piece of the puzzle. Unfortunately, it does nothing to make the larger picture easy to see. We know that the Crypta's first priority is defending the Tree of Emptiness. And yet Akuta has not told this Lost Belt's king and the tree's importance. Furthermore, she moved to eliminate us entirely on her own discretion, only to end up swearing allegiance to Qin Ji Huang and the instant Zhang Yu's life was threatened. I was taken aback to see Akuta acting so aggressively when we first came to this Lost Belt. But seeing her so scared and flustered was just painful more than it was surprising. I guess I really didn't know anything about her back when we were both at Chaldea. Ah yes, about who she was at Chaldea. Holmes and I did a little poking around in the data we managed to back up from the server, and here her dire background reeks of falsified records. Indeed, I had to practically hold my nose as we picked apart her disguise. Disguise? Even though she was a member of the Chaldea staff? Let's see. Imagine your profile is like the painting that's been thoroughly, methodically airbrushed to erase any trace of original painter. Finish 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 and then 16, yeah. Correct, there was not a single errant brushstroke, so to speak, to be found anywhere. Anyone who has lived an ordinary life will inevitably leave behind a bit of useless information about him or herself along the way. And yet, there was nothing of the sort to be found in Akuta Hinako's data. It was through her entire life story was designed to pull wool over someone's eye. You mean like a perfect alibi? Precisely. It's just the sort of interjection I was looking for, my dear Watson. Don't worry, man. At least you're in my Chaldea, not like someone else. So the fact that nothing in her personal information is strange also means nothing in it is real? Yep. There's basically nothing even remotely human about her entire background. She had 2 functioning parents. You know, that makes the least amount of sense. At one point in your timeline, they should have been divorced. One killed the other, or anything else. But it's just 2 parents. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, Da Vinci, it's a great interjection, you know, it makes sense. Having a functioning family is very unnatural. And even that's not the only obvious suspicious thing we ran across. So perfect means Holmes will fuck you up. Yeah. Because he figures it out. According to her profile, Marisbury Animosphere brought her to Chaldea, supervised her Habitu test, and oversaw her periodic health exams and interviews personally. It seems every bit of data about her was submitted with his authorization codes, no one else's. The first director? Just the fact that he handled it all alone is one hell of a red flag of security. It'd be easier for him to falsify any data he wanted, considering his position. Be that it may, if Chaldea's original director was the one who manipulated her profile. Yeah, if a guy that high up the food chain had something he wanted to keep secret about her, we're pretty much... What? Soul? How did Akuta and Soul end up in Chaldea in the first place? Did she actually have enough racial aptitude to be chosen for Team A? For that matter, who the hell is she really? At this point I don't know what to believe. Indeed, everything we thought about Akuta Hinako's personal information is suspect at best. She's not even Japanese. You know, the most scary fact. Marisbury sus. Did they make quest stories for all the new characters? No. This is like the main story pretty much. There are interludes in this game that tell a little bit more about, you know, the servants itself, but you know, usually it's more of a, you know, you have the main story. You have the interludes where you get a little bit of information of your servants, and you have events like some celebratory events, summer, Halloween, Christmas, you know, other events that are not as important as the main story, but are still, you know, somewhat of an importance. Seraph, you know, Seraph, Fate, Axel, in a certain sense. You know, those are the ones that will improve, or that will, you know, define more the personality traits of the characters, with them appearing in it. Like, you know, it's not about a specific character, it's more about the happenstance. But yeah, it's not returning characters in events and story though. Pretty much everyone is recurring character at some point. Yeah. 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 So it's a story around the characters that will write up. Again, I'm positively surprised they gave Spartacus, you know, that deep of a character. It's crazy. It would be really a stretch to imagine she might have a different goal from the other cryptos. Obviously not. What's more, this goal is evidently more important to her than protecting her lost belt, or preserving her relationship with its king. One might think eliminating us would be her first priority, but as we've seen, even that is secondary compared to her concern for Zhang Yu. Another figure about whom we know next to nothing. It looks like that name only means anything to those of us proper human history. In this lost belt he appears to go by something else. Kawaii 0. Robot. Kawaii, Well, a quick database search suggested area has some significance for Zhang Yu. It's where his uncle Zhang Liang started his revolt against the Qin Empire after the emperor died. You could say it's where Zhang Yu began his career as a warrior. Regardless of who Zhang Yu may be in this world, the fact remains he belonged to this lost belt. So I cannot fathom why Akuta Hinako, who comes from the proper human history, would care so deeply about him as to abandon her other goals.
Huh, that's one pretty straightforward. She must have fallen in love with him at first sight. The more foolish the woman, the more likely she is to chuck everything away for such silly notions,
says Gordolf, who threw everything away for Konyaskaya. I don't want to bash you too much, Gordolf, but, you know, you're a simp yourself, friend. Careful, Gordy, you're gonna lose any goodwill you may have built up with your female staff.
Bah, the only woman here is Mash, you borderline Lolita. Oh.
I take it back! Holy moly, Gordolf! That's a +1, dude! That's a +1! Well, I was certainly disappointed by what you said.
Wait, really?
No, don't try to stay on... do try to stay on topic. We still have a mountain of problems that need solving. Alright, we still need to talk to the people who are gonna be less than pleased about this. Qin Empire. Alright, sorry. Even if it's only temporary, I can't believe I have to pretend to make nice with the Emperor. Just the thought makes me sick. Yeah, that sounds about right. History and all.
Negotiate? Out of the question. The tactic plays right into your oppressor's hands. Do not be fooled, detective. They will tell us later the weak wish to hear, and pressure you into swearing allegiance with only the pretense of your conscience at best.
Given the urgency of Mr. Darren and Gordo's condition, I'm afraid we have no alternative. By the way, when did you start making sense? Much more than usual. At a minimum, I would like to maintain a truce with the Qin Ji Huang until Konyaskaya is securely in our custody. If we could prolong it until Akuta Hinako is out of the picture, so much the better. Whatever her reason for doing so may be, Akuta Hinako remains fiercely determined to eradicate us. So much that she tried to assassinate Mr. Darren in the dead night against the King Ji Huang's wishes. Obviously, Akuta and King Ji Huang aren't exactly BFFs at the moment, but we can't be sure it will last since there's still a lot we don't know about her relationships. Alright. So. Just a second. I have to type. I have to do thing. Glorious Empress Supreme. Amash is one of those feminists. No wonder no one likes her. She's not that unlikable, but she just has no personality. Like Da Vinci and the dynamic between Da Vinci and you know, Holmes, two who are just way too smart for you, is already a lot better than what Mash has with the Master. Sadly, there's every possibility that she may yet convince King Ji Huang to take a side in all of this.
Huh, what about defeating King Ji Huang and cutting down the tree of emptiness before Music and Master can fall victim to this accursed poison? Should that not be our first priority?
Just a second. It's a longer fight than expected. I have to actually do have to do things. So, listen closely, Spartacus. At the moment, making an enemy out of an empire will lead to only disaster. Right now, Konyaskaya is a wild card who could wreak havoc no matter where she is or who side she's on. If we don't have an antidote ready to go by then, we may face with Qin Shi Huang will be over before it begins. All the emperors would have to do is kill Konyaskaya, and Mr. Darren would be saddled with the poisonous deleterious effect for the rest of his life.
Let's not forget that my own life would be tragically shortened. But like all years.
Yes, so ultimately we need to destroy the Tree of Emptiness and release this lost, but to do so we will inevitably need to face and defeat Qin Shi Huang. So bear in mind that any amicable relations may appear to have now a strictly temporary state of affairs. Was Da Vinci even that smart though? What did he do? Build a glider? You know, he was an inventor and an artist, right? And other things altogether. I think he was smart, although I don't know too much about Da Vinci as the lore. I wouldn't need to look this up again, but yes, he was actually smart. If we go by all the records of him, Da Vinci was a renowned genius. Yeah. One does not simply defeat the emperor, internal emperor. Yeah. Of course, dude. So bear in mind that any amicable rage. Blah, blah, blah. So you want us to pretend to be friends until we can attack when the emperor least expected, right? Like an assassin. Yeah, that's fine. Hell, I used to ask Akravane for advice with that sort of sneaky shit all the time.
I refuse. Acquiescence is the first step to allegiance, and allegiance inevitably leads to subservience. My master must never side with oppression, but always rebel against it. She should rebel against pain, rebel against suffering, and ultimately triumph by rebelling against destiny.
Sorry. Perhaps, friend. Get that goddamn stick out of your ass, would you? We're playing the long game, you lunkhead. The important part is we get to destroy the empires in the end. So, why don't you just think of all the rebelling you're gonna get to do later as the price of all the restraint you gotta show now? I mean, you love repressing your own shit, right?
Are you all truly willing to go along with this?
When I tried to assassinate the emperor before, I lost the moment I focused on something other than killing itself. But I'm not the one leading the attack this time. Give me a second. So, I know, man, he probably just paid people to say he was smart. At this point we don't know, but we have the records. We have still all the records, so I wouldn't be so sure. Again, it is healthy. If you have a healthy amount of doubt, that's fine. But you know, don't doubt too much. So, maybe it has been like that, but other than that, is it really of that much importance? So, we don't know what happened all these years ago, but at the same time, we shouldn't really, you know, try and deny everyone who lived in the past. They lived in the past, so just leave them be. I get that Darren has his own way of fighting. Sorry, I know it's a lot to ask. If he's so smart, how come he's dead? Checkmate. God damn it, you got me. Alright, I'm silent now. You freaking got me. God fucking damn it, I should have known that. Well, there's nothing I can do if you're going to bleed at me with the helpless look on your face. I mean, you're just now realizing how hopeless your chances are against young you, right? Oh! It's getting stuffy in here with so many of us present. I think I'll step outside a bit for fresh air. Wink wink. Huh? Air. Just winked at me, senpai. And Jinkei, what's going on? Wink wink! Come with me! Or do something, you know, someone is betraying us. Came back and is now a lolly though. What is it, Holmes? Not technically alive, but whatever. Is there something else you want to talk us about? How you betrayed us? No joke. Glory to the Empire, as he stabs me in the back. I thought it would be best if Spartacus were absent for this next part. I trust you to retain your cool, Miss Jinkei, but let me remind you to refrain from raising your voice. As long as we whisper, Qin Shi Huang should be unable to hear us. I've mostly finished my analysis on the beneficial drug, and it's beyond anything I could have imagined. Its psychotropic effects are secondary at most. Its true purpose lies in boosting the immune system, or perhaps I should say, enhancing it to an unfathomable degree. And despite its potency, there are almost no negative side effects, as long as one condition remains unmet. It is well beyond what modern medicine could achieve. In fact, I doubt even magecraft from proper human history could create a drug so effective. It is something that could... Have to make character really quickly, I'm sorry. So... I'm sorry. Alright. Let's get... So... Alright. See what happens here. Okay, now I see it's a mass-produced elixir. Yeah, what's the bad part? They just hand out something like that amazing to every citizen during every major celebration? Indeed. And as a result, illness and disease have been completely eradicated. I doubt any of these people have had so much as a cold since they were born. And it's a real, actual panacea. Hold on, what's a condition that needs to go unmet for this to work? Yes, that would be old age. Once a person's humoral secretion have reached a certain level, the drug functions as a lethal anesthetic. I estimate it to be at least several thousand times more potent than pentobarbital. Hang on, wouldn't that mean... Yes, it's the same story in LB2. But at least they live good, right? Now I see. I thought it was strange that we had seen a single elderly person here. This is no unintended side effect. It's quite clear that the medicine was designed to work this way. Designed? That it really is poisoning everyone who takes it? So when someone's body secretes a certain amount of hormones, in other words, once the body has aged to a certain point, they just die? Like around 20, maybe 18. Correct, from our perspective, distributing a drug like this is no better than mass murder. Give some to Zeno. He loved lollies so much he became one, so he really was smart. And now he's denying himself, like, he right now admits it. It's too late, you are right now, he's stupid, and now it views for inevitable of human life, namely birth, aging, disease, and death. One considers both old age and illness equally undesirable. One could say this medicine protects you from the pain of the former and the latter at once. Yes, having 17 years of life is surely very fun. I can't say a very word under all possible conditions would eventually arrive at these ethics of pharmaceutical science. But the wheat grown here has been extensively genetically modified into something extraordinary. Its resistance to disease, its yield, everything about it stands leagues above its natural counterpart in proper human history. But with a crop like this, one could live their entire life without ever knowing hunger. And if you ever had to worry about food, you'd probably never think to take it from someone else. There is no economy here. No division between rich and poor exists. We have seen all ourselves how ignorant they are for war or violence. It seems that life here is far removed from the suffering that one might expect in our world, as it is possible to imagine. And when their life has run its course, this drug puts them to sleep permanently, well before they can begin to feel the pain of old age. I dare say that if nothing else. This world has done a frightening effective job at removing pain and suffering from people's lives. But that's no way for people to live. They're practically being kept as livestock. LB2. So this is how King Ji Huang, how the dictator decided to solve humanity's suffering. Makes sense. No way a leader who abandoned their own humanity would in turn treat their subjects like people. As far as making a decision between this lost but and proper human history, Spartacus claimed that we should fight to determine which should be allowed to survive. If hearing that gave you a pause, I would urge you to give that matter more thought, keeping what you know about this benefaction in mind. In this world, the definition of a happy human life is exceedingly simple. Simple. Seeing as you will need to make this choice sooner or later, I think it's best to suspend my usual behavior in favor of full disclosure. Allow me to share with you some speculation. Do keep in mind that this is not a deduction but rather a bit of conjecture on my own part. Holmes, this relates solely on one question, namely, why did the spirit origin graph fail to work with this lost but line? You think it has something to do with this medicine? That may not be directly related, but it does support my current hypothesis. Heroic spirits have always been one side of Alaya, mankind's collective unconscious. They are defined foremost by their purpose, protecting humanity. While there may be many different methods and conditions involving summoning servants, the one thing they all have in common, without exception, is responding to the summoner's prayers. However, if there was not a single person in the world who had an emphatic need to pray for something, and if such a world had flourished unabated for hundreds of years. Right, that wouldn't be all surprising if that world lost a connection to the throne hero entirely, thrones of heroes. For that matter, there wouldn't even be any heroic spirits in that world, just like there aren't here. After all, every hero might be needed to fight someday, like Qin Liang Yu is still alive. Jesus. Holy freaking shit. It's getting late, okay? Sorry. Yeah, all of them are still alive, and B, they don't need them. So this Lost Belt is a world that has no need for heroic spirits at all. Ned wants this world, by the way. He wants a world where Castoria doesn't exist. Or Abigail, or everyone else. Can you imagine a person wishing fervently for anything in a world free of hunger, pain and suffering, Miss Kierlight? I certainly cannot. Alright. Indeed, it only makes sense that servants would never appear in a world where no one wishes for anything. Thanks for telling us this, Holmes. Whatever doubts I might have are gone now. I will do everything in my power to take down Qin Jing Huang and put an end to his disgusting regime. As long as I get there in the end, I don't care how far out of the way we have to go. That's your story, right? So right now, let's focus on curing Darren. Now that I know we're going, I can't wait as long as it takes. Thank you, Jinkei. And now Spartacus is gonna freaking kill us. No, I never said that. I just said Emperor's Glory, second only to me. I see. Progress report?
We shall finish a complete scan of the vehicle interior by morning.
Good. Be careful not to overlook anything. Remember, the future of the Empire rests on your shoulders.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd go see how things are outside. Uh-oh. Jinkei is stupid. I hate him. It's a she. It's a he. God damn it, I've come. It's a she. She's just a booze drinker. The Shadow Border, the product of the world entirely different from ours, huh? Because the moon does not know how to drink, my shadow merely follows the movement of my body. Huh? The moon has brought the shadow to keep me company a while. The practice of mirth should be paced from spring. What was that, young man? Oh, that's called a poem. A guy named Li Bai wrote it a long time ago. Who taught you that? Well? Oh, what is happening right now? Sorry. Sorry. We might get more things, so that's why I had been slapping my leg. Don't worry, it's my leg, not my anything else.
Well, what we see. King Jinang Yu's investigation is proceeding smoothly.
It feels good to have so much data moving among our circuits.
Do you think you will be able to analyze that otherworldly device, Your Imperial Majesty? Who do you think we are? This holy vessel's full calculation capabilities can easily handle a single vehicle. Or so we thought. This is amazing. How could they fit so much functionality into these dimensions? It's hard to believe what we are seeing.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Imperial Majesty, but there's something you should know.
What is this about?
The children in this village are reciting poems.
Poems!
The most dangerous thing in the world. Thinking and smart things. You're kidding. When I asked them about it, they say they learned them from Chaldia.
We see.
The Chaldeans are Confucians. Oh, we're getting done by this. Oh, I cannot believe it. We're actually getting done by this because, oh my god. God, this is gonna be the same thing in Atlantis, in Olympia, for Rome. Is it gonna be the same Rome? If we're philosophers, we're also considered dead already. God damn it, why do we think?
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty, this is undoubtedly the work of Confucianism.
God damn it. And it's over now. The whole thing is now gone and they're gonna betray us now. God fucking damn it, why? Sorry for saying words, but... that is the job for one character. If I don't find that one character, I will use my own character. Okay, you had your chance. It's time for my character. Don't know what this is for, but send the boy in. The girl. Send the girl in and a little bit of help. So, and then you will get this. Dive to blue. And you will get, you get this and that. So which is arts. We don't have MP. But that is fine because we can switch this. I don't want to use this anymore. Let me use that Arctic uniform because it's good. I don't have the Olga code, sadly, but that should be fine. So this and that. Sadly, this person does not possess a good Tamamo, but I don't have good Tamamos. I don't know a single person, like my friend list has no Tamamos that have good C's on it. They're all replaced by Waver or Merlin Or Skadi. It's too tough, man. The world out there, there's no Tamamos left. I want to use her every now and then, you know? I feel bad. Pretty sure if we go to Olympus Kirsch, we'll just tell them to murder us, yeah? Because we think, emergency! Oh, that's been a while now, so Spartacus is no longer with us.
What?
Who? That's not at all. A number of villagers have gone missing as well. The ones who remain said they saw Spartacus leading villagers towards the capital.
What? If there persists that he'll think we're leading a rebellion. What is wrong with that muscle-bound moron? How could he do this?
Hey, berserkers ain't exactly much for thinking or planning. Sparty's just being true to himself. Hell, he couldn't change who he is even if he wanted to.
Do something, Darren. The new records mention him obeying that Roman. If he can listen to her, he can listen to you.
Roman, sorry. That was between Nero and Spartacus, not me. Spartacus has always been all about freedom. Just wait 2 years for the superior arts wife. Yeah.
What's that knowing look? Are those command spells of yours just fancy tattoos? Go on and use her already, you fool.
This may be the moment of truth, Mr. Darren. Forming a contract with an unruly berserker, the means of command spells to keep them in check. It never means true. You may not care for that idea, but it's something you will need to come to terms with sooner or later. I'm surprised that in 3 years of us playing this game and being alive, we had not considered using our command seals against berserkers once. we just said, okay, listen to us, and they said yes. Must mean we're a good character, right? It is frankly miraculous that you've come so far without ever having to force your servant to obey. True. We got the oddballs out there. Gilgamesh, you know, Ozymandias, Gil's the Racecaster, Kiara. Very surprising. But I'm afraid. Hold up, Mordred. You're not gonna make Sparty throw line just by forcing him to stop with a command spell. All that just do is rule him in place. So please, Master, whatever you do, don't use a command spell on him. Hey, if you do, you might end up forgetting his whole reason for leaving the throne to come here and help. Woo-woo! Can you let me handle him, Master? I'm sure I can convince him to stop. How might that be? How do you think? By beating the ever-living shit out of him? You see, his legs and stuff that keep him going, so long as they're telling him to fight, he's not gonna stop for anything. So if it just hit him so hard that it gives out, then he'll get through his thick skull. Knees that the battle's over.
Are you quite certain that would be better than a command spell?
Positive. I give you a moderate guarantee. I confess that even I cannot see the logic here. What do you think, Mr. Darren? This is ultimately the decision to make. I'm counting on you, Mordred. Not even gonna think a second. Hell yeah! Worry not, I've got this. Yeah, brutality. Doman soon. I'll be there for Doman or something. Or not really. I go with you. Think I'm partly to blame for the villagers' decision to join him. Are you sure, Miss Jinkei? Wouldn't you rather be leading the way with him? Truthfully, yes. Honestly, kind of envy him getting materialized as a berserker. Because he can throw caution to the wind and do whatever he feels like given the moment. Nope, because even though he's a berserker, he's got such a good master. Ah, thank you. Now stop simping for me. You disgust me. As a fair Zerg spirit myself, I can't help but feel a little jealous at that. Let's just hold the fort. The board is our lifeline here to make sure you don't let anything happen to it. Leave it to me. I await your return. Just a second. Let me use my fongs. My big fongs. And craft what is like the best method of dealing with things. By killing them. Or something along those lines. So, just a second. Alright, let's smash this. Okay, everyone, let's go bring Spartacus and the villagers back. Alright. Sure thing, boy.
Hey, Spartacus, are you sure about this? I thought we weren't supposed to leave our village fields. Yes, I'm sure. No system, no ethics, no laws can ever stop one from walking about freedom. One's path always lies ahead of wherever your own 2 feet take you.
I don't know. We're taught by that heavenly emperor gave us the field as a gift of love.
Love?
Love!
If the authority wish to call the oppression, then it's only right to return their love in form of rebellion. I don't think I understand.
No one does.
No matter, you will come to understand as we continue our walk. Now the oppressor's capital.
The capital where Heavenly Emperor lives, huh? Come to think of it, I hear it's got something called art. Art, smart thing.
Art, is that anything to do like those poems Jinkei's been sharing with us? I want to hear lots of poems, and I want to see what capitals look like too.
Well said. Let us be on our way, singing songs of liberation all the while. Hoop-de-doop-de-doo.
Hold it, did you really think we were gonna let you do this, you freaking dumbass? Don't you think it's a touch rude to just wander off with so much as a goodbye? Is Mordred hot? I like Mordred. It's a tomboy, so it is a +1 to me every time.
If it's the antidote for Darren that concerns you, rest assured I will bring it back after seeing those responsible brought to justice. If you doubt that I'm doing the right thing, then merely sit await my return. I must give this King Shi Huang oppressor the firm embrace he deserves. I already know the Emperor said he's young, and all that remains now is continue onwards until I reach this great oppressor.
Please stop this, Spartacus, my friend.
I understand why you have doubts, Master Darren.
Yes. Just give me a second. I need to make something new again. This game really doesn't stop at anything, you know. I keep doing things. So just a second. Now there, hold up. Perfect.
After all, you have yet to attain real strength for yourself. All the more reason why I must go to show by example what true justice is. As such, I will not hesitate to crush anything that stands in my way with true rebellious love.
Yep, I knew it. He ain't gonna listen to a word we say. Yep, time for a genius plan. If we want to listen to reason, we just have to beat it into him. Come on, Spartacus. Let's you and me hash things out. Us dang oppressors in there, making people disease-free.
Yes, I will. I don't believe in disease-free life. Disease-free life is oppression. Oppression towards the sick. Because if we're free of disease, who's then sick?
So. That's the only thing she actually does, but you know, that's all you need to do anyways. Let's go! Beat your ass, beat your ass, beat your ass. I'm sorry, Spartacus, but you get your ass beat. Fuck! Alright, we loop in. It's been a while since I last saw a fly off here. Mordred cannot press my nuts. Jesus, man. You rate this, you're just hero 2.0. Just a loot character. Good job, man, I suppose. Alright, goodbye. Hello and goodbye.
What, you didn't quit? Oh, you...
90%, by the way. 90%. 90%. God damn it, dude. 90%? How is that even possible? Alright. You know what? I don't even, you know, it's fine. It's fine. You wanna screw me over in game? You wanna screw me over in pulling as well? You're gonna screw me over every time? It's fine. It's fine, okay? I'm cool. Sure, man. Whatever. Jesus. Uh-oh. Alright. Now, you may be able to charge ult. Who else is robot character in the middle? That's MHXX. My waifu. Don't touch. She's in her suit right now. I can get her out of the suit. Just for you to see, I suppose. Alright, time to smash your head in. I was supposed to have a crit right now. Where are my cards? So, you have that feud for long enough. So. Oh yeah, I have to do the other one as well. So. Alright, that's it for him. It wasn't too much of a fight. Very much a pushover. Tamamo, you should have done your arts by now again. But I'm disappointed. He's a threat to humanity. We deal more damage against him. Now beat his ass. So. Freedom is oppression. No. Great. And he's defeated. And there goes the gameplay. Now let's go back to story. So, great. I'll show you as soon as we have the chance. But I don't think we have any berserkers. We probably have to wait until something happens. We get a berserker. Alright. Oh, yeah, speaking of berserker, I suppose. Give me a second. Here. I'll give you know, Tamamo a second chance. If only I had one, you know. If only I freaking had one. God damn it, Devil Fist. Ah yeah. Need to work on your servants. Now I can't do it, you know. I'm forced here. So, just for you. My MHXX. Screw you. It's mine. So, I have a 3-turn poison on me, and I think we can go now. Yeah. I mean, in the worst case, we can just switch out and get MHX in. Oh, retry. So. Moderate! I thought you said we were going to make this knee gives out or some such. Yeah, what of it? His knees aren't giving out at all. If anything, hitting him is only getting him more fired up. Honestly, it's kind of creeping me out. Now what? I know this is so much fun, right? He's got will to fight out of the weather. I knew it. You actually are a berserker too, aren't you? Oh, what a thrill! This emergency, this pain. I can feel indomitable strength welling up within me. You can do it, Spartacus. Why are Spartacus and the others arguing again? You don't need to understand. It always doesn't make sense. Beats me. Beats me. Beats me. If this keeps up, you won't last much longer, Master. Still, I'm glad Sparty Mo are enjoying themselves. Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be a party pooper. Please be careful, Master. You've already got a 38 degrees Celsius fever. Stop! Stop! This is no time for fighting. We have emergency. Woohoo! Nessa? Uh-oh. And Fu, what are you doing here? What's going on? You're supposed to be keeping watch. Oh, Kin Yang Yu betrayed us. She stole the border. Holmes told me to keep this thing safe. The Spirit Origin Graph? Then they really did take the border? What the hell? You just let them waltz in and steal our home base? How could you let this happen? We are Confucians, man. We got our ass beat because we're Confucians. Why is life always so sad? How can we not be Confucians, huh? That's the question I have. We need to be less Confucians. So. Is Mordred a berserker? No, she's a saber. Stop it, Mordred. Nessa wanted to stay and fight as much as you would have. But Holmes decided it was more important to make sure the Spirit Origin Graph stayed with Darren. Indeed. I mentioned the enemy must have used the Center Board itself as a shield. A common tactic of oppressors to respond to rebellion is destroying what rebels wish to protect. What the hell are you being so calm for? What are you all worked up? Woohoo! Unfortunately, I think you're the only one left, E-Raid. Good to see you here, but I don't know how much longer you're gonna stay. But I guess I'll stick around as long as possible. So, for the land lines responding, there just isn't enough electricity power to it. I'm afraid not. Losing the border really is a tremendous blow. How long will E-Raid be able to survive? 2 seconds? Even more? Or even getting bored? Even a Vinci's tricks had to be performed inside to work. Who knows? But I will keep reading, I suppose. Can't stop here. Genji Wang, can you hear me, you bitch? We can. This entire land is our garden. No noise or tumult within our escape notice.
I thought we had a deal, you dickhead.
Indeed we did, and we were a god. Our word would be absolute. However, we are not a god, but humans, and the ruler of this land is only natural. We value our nation over a bargain. Thus, now that we know you are a threat to our people, we have no compunctions about taking out your shadow border and wiping all of you out.
A threat? What do you mean? Did we do something to the villagers?
We see. So you are either oblivious or unconstrained. Then you truly are the disciples of Confucius, the too smart guy. You think, and I don't like thinking. It makes my brain hurt. Now I get it. 2200 years later, and you haven't changed a bit. Now, if anything, you've gotten worse.
What do you mean, Jinkei?
King Shi Huang's mad that I went around teaching people to read and write. That's why we're getting slapped with the Confucian label.
Confucians?
Confucianism is all about 5 virtues. Justice, courtesy, wisdom, knowledge, and benevolence. It extols poetry, manners, and entertainment. And King Shi Huang's tyrant that the emperor is hates everything about it. He doesn't like smart. Heck, I don't like smart. It makes my brain hurt. And if my brain is hurt, I can't figure it out. Sorry. So, it's about making sure you're the only smart. It's about making sure you're the only smart. Yeah, sure. I know. This is like the rebellion. Our people live their lives in blissful ignorance. You and your Confucianism have led them astray. Confucianism is a malignant disease, and you in its epicenter. We must cut you out like a tumor lest you spread further. I like how this is the reason why we get hated. This is the reason. God damn it, man. Why? But why? What did we do, god damn it? We must cut you like a tumor lest you spread.
Are you truly so terrified of your citizens gaining knowledge, tyrant?
Knowledge leads to doubt. Once people are trapped by delusions, they inevitably begin comparing themselves to others and resent the world itself. Without such wicked individual egotism, this world can be a paradise everlasting. It is through ignorance that our people live their lives in peace and health. So that's why people like Gino don't come up and develop bad opinions. What if your opinion's shit and he doesn't like lowlies? Huh? What if he takes care of you and your lowlyism? Isn't that fine then? Because it's because, you know, you happen to be in the way, you know. I have to do it right now. That's such a stupid thing to do, but I can't. Sorry. And your ignorant Confucian would know about ruining that. So what, you want to keep your people from learning anything so it's easier to rule them? Why would... What? But how? Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me a second. Just a second. Emergency button. And right now I have to press the emergency button. So. Alright. This, and that. Anything so it's easier to rule them? Why should we give two shits about that? Confucianism runs rampant in your world. How long has it ever remained peaceful? Humans who gain knowledge inevitably come to believe they are better than anyone else, which leads only to war, and all that creates grief and sorrow. So, my opinions are all that matters. All others are irrelevant. What fight are you doing on your other account? It's the second, I think. It's the second Zhang. Yeah, it's Yang Yu. It's the second Zhang Yu and Lang Yang fight. Jesus, my head's hurting right now. So, yeah, I think, was it the one where he retreats after one time? I think that was the one. It's a little bit further back, so not too much of a headache, you know, not too much of a headache. So, But yeah, I have to pay a little bit attention because he was about to fire off his MP and I don't want that. We're speeding forward again. No, I don't. Create a counterforce in form of the heroic spirits. We shiver just imagining such a hell. Do you disagree? Go on then. Tell us how your world is so wonderful in the way people from all walks of life can share in the mutual bonds of misery. We suppose we could have tricked you out of your shadow border through more cunning means, but our disgust got the better of us. God damn it, he killed. God, I just need to break his bar, right? God, I can't. I'm running out of people right now, Jesus. You know what I mean now? Something like sort of just pops out of nowhere again when you speed ahead on one AKGUW. Yeah. Xiang Yu! No. Did I speed up on Zooter? I don't know if I did. Go AG0. We have new orders for you. Destroy every last one of those Confucians. As you wish. Beep boop. Hey, Darren. Should I apologize to you for taking pity on these people? Not at all. You should be proud. Maybe it wasn't the best move. No? You should be proud. Right! That's exactly the path we've made for ourselves. We own up to our mistakes and our best to make them right. That means we can compromise and even forgive each other. And that is the one thing this world will never ever have. Yes, smartness. We can't have brain. We can't have brain. I don't like brain. Head, man. Hurts my head. Why are you back? No, I thought you were gone for good. So I just wanted to leave you then. Didn't want to call you to awakening again, but... Didn't want to call you for awakening again, I just want to see. Oh god damn it, it's... Oh god fucking... Oh no. Oh no! Oh god, alright. Oh my god. Alright, Jesus. Emergency. It is actually an emergency, god damn. I have to do everything right now. Alright. Why is the first wave only riders? Alright, let's go. Take Saber bikinis off. What? Take Saber's bikini off, please. Sorry, I can't. This game is not rated, you know. This game is not rated very low. So can't do those things, right? Yeah, great, no crits, no damage. That is the pain and suffering that is this game. You have crits, but they don't work because you don't hit them. So, alright, now we have to go a little slower, but it's very important that we kill them fast as possible. So. A second. Alright, I'm doing fine right now. Jesus. I was very close to being an idiot. So. Sometimes I misclick and then I have to reset just because I misclick. Because looking down, looking up is not my bestest of abilities. Or looking upper left and upper lower right, which my things inevitably are. Sorry. So. Alright. Yeah, this is what I've been fearing. Oh, they killed anyways. What the heck? Ah, I broke the bar. No, nothing. I was right. No big deal. Easily peasy. So. Let's see. I think we can start the MP and do double. We don't kill. This. Alright, we have to do double this. We don't kill on this range. It's pretty uncanny how similar this is to American politics. Can't have people thinking for themselves. But can't people thinking for themselves? They must trust the media. I did actually not expect you to think that far ahead. Damn, E-Raid, where did this, sudden increase in billions of IQ come from? But yeah, I think we just always keep that phrase in mind. Always be skeptical. Sorry for not reading it out earlier, E-Raid. But my reading skills are, they don't exist. Now I'm gonna beat your ass. Sorry, friend. So, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. So, I believe that, you know, if Xiang Yu is fighting right there, I can feel Hinoka from miles away running towards the battlefield right now. I can somehow feel this, but it could be wrong. I mean, we haven't seen her for a while. Oh yeah, she will definitely come now. Oh, we crit her for holy moly. If I see all the other battles, they should escape after one. He's very strong, but we can beat him consistently. So, what's that? Alright. Alright, Hinako, where are you? I can already hear you stomping over here. You know, not surprised. Okay, now I have to be prepared because the last time I got you know, kicked out. This is easy though because I have a class who counters all 3 classes. The one and only, you know. A counter could counter all counters. Let's go. Easy. Is Hinoka as Xiang Yu simp? Yes, 100%. All the way through. Man, this thing's seriously tough. Our attacks aren't even phasing him. How strange. The strength is not due to hardware differences. Aha, now I see what's going on. He's reading our moves before we even make them. The hell? Not even my old man's intuition is that much of a pain in the ass. I'm sure it's no ordinary skill of reading one's opponent. It's closer to precognition. I calculate that your destruction is inevitable. Resign your first barbarians. Bullshit. You could really see the future. You'd know there's no way in hell that we ever give up without a fight. Indeed. That is why I predict you will soon face further hardship. And there she is. Whoa, what now? Ah, there it is. Allow me to assist you, Lord Xiang Yu. Prince of Langling. Akuta? You're here. Yeah, she's very pissed now, right? This time, Legendary, I will kill you both. Oh, here we thought you would be sulking, yet it seems you have come to yourselves once again. Now that you understand the threat Shalia poses, your Imperial Majesty, I'm happy to follow your wishes. Ah, now we see. We are determined not to let Xiang Yu fight alone. How inconsiderate of us. Yeah. Very well, have it. But be warned, there's little time left. Do not bother killing them. All you need to do is hobble them. Yes, good point. Understood. Ah shit, these guys working together again is the last thing we need. And we can't afford to take our time with them, or we'll never catch up with the Shadow Border. Alright. Time to freaking eliminate them all. So, yeah, I should have predicted this early on and just gotten someone stronger. Or something like that. Oh. Alright, that's actually concerning. Alright, this is gonna be a fight and a half, huh? I don't know if you need to break the bar again, but we'll see. So, uh-oh. Oopsie. Oh, yeah. Alright, we gotta stall for just a little bit, alright? Oh, we have a big issue very soon. Let me charge my ults before it's too late. Maybe I should have sent double Skadi instead. Maybe the immaculate amount of damage will be enough, but you know, getting one shot is probably also a problem. Okay. Odd decisions, okay? I'm gonna loop it now. That they're so low on HP means only one thing. I have to break a brick bar. But I like my ults first. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I shouldn't have not done that. It's just a waste of time. But I don't want Skadi to die all the time, you know? It'd be bad. So I think there's nothing else we can do. Alright, beat him up. MHX is fine. So. Alright, I think the first MP goes towards... Wait. Oh, oh no. I thought it was already there. Alright. I was misreading it. Okay. Emergency. We kind of need to, resolve our HP. We gotta need to keep it up. Can't believe I have to use my ult against like one robot, huh? Yeah, it's a waste of damage. Oh boy. Oh, that's 130, right? 40, Jesus. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit too much. It's a bit overkill, yeah. So, please don't kill. Okay, don't crit. Alright, I don't care. Nice one. You missed the mark, friend. Alright, see if we can kill. Alright. Alright, very good. 100% crit. Oh, 69. I have to pull on this one. I actually have to pull on this one. It's a 69. But I have to win this first. So we just have to focus the boy. Alright. This HP is unusually low. Nah, I'll focus him first and see what happens. Now that was the first time I hear Hinako, right? But ignoring her. So. Alright, let's go. Beat his ass. Pop this just in case. I don't need to buff, so we can go for double or we can go for... I can go for charge, honestly. We have a 50%, right? 2 turns and no thing inside. Alright. We're gonna 100% beat your ass. So. Oh, he's so dead. Holy moly, I think it's... Yeah. Another 69. He has such a calm voice for being a robot, yeah? Uh oh. Fuck. Oh no. Oh! Oh, do I have buff removal? I don't think I have buff removal. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, let me think. I can't pop it right now. I have to do it right now. Like, I have to do it later. No, I can do this. I pop MP and I have to pop MP again. We have to lock out on this one. God fucking damn it. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh I mean, at least I can now, you know, catch up with my other account. I forgot. Dude. I forgot. Idiot. Me idiot. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Your damage is so big. Just yeah, maybe. So alright, I'll need another evasion on you. I can't pop it. I can't pop the big boys yet. 3 turns, 1. Lang Ling. Okay, we're gonna do a big one here. That's extra damage against sabers, isn't it? I don't know how strong this defense buff is right now. Yeah, it's ultra phases. Okay, never mind. Fire yours off first, and then hopefully we can deal enough damage. But we lost our momentum. Lang Ling, why do you get a defense buff as well? Jesus. Oh wait! Is this enough? Oh, I thought I didn't deal a single point of damage. That's actually, you know, feasible. Damn. I thought I had to hit through a brick in order to kill this guy, but I guess the defense buff held out. Oh, thanks, Guardian. Please don't die. I kinda need you still. Alright. Okay, Lang Ling, you motherfucker, you have to die. Sorry, insults. It's getting late. So, okay. So, she still has the defense. Both are still high HP. I can heal, but I don't think it's worth mine anymore. If we keep her alive for 3 turns, I can buff another one in. But his MP is gonna hit soon, so I have to defend this. Unlucky. This is 2 turns. This is a buff I should have done, but alright, let's just continue. Let's go. Ah, yeah, now I see no damage. Aha. So if it's coupled with something else, then it's a problem. Oh! Still alive! Still alive. Alright. Okay, let me think. Is it worthwhile to stall for another turn? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna heal you. It's not gonna be worth anything at all, but it's better than nothing. So we have to block another one. Let's see. But I don't deal a single point of damage. Jesus. Yep, that's it. I couldn't do it, but it's fine. I don't think that's a damaging MP, I remember. Maybe I should have kept that HP heal for skill seals. I just realized I did a big mistake. Oh! Oh, never mind, it's not skill seal. Thank God, man. Okay, now he has this, and we have MHXX. I'm gonna do this. We could wait 2 turns until she procs her anti-saber skill. Let me see how many turns it takes for our defense or attack down to drop. 3 turns. Okay. We counteracted a bit. So. Huh? Did he just someone? Was I in a? It sounds. Oh, yeah. The order is going haywire again. Give me a second, yeah. I just heard knister, you know, the thing. That's what I've been hearing. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, my double MHX is doing good shit. Thank you very much. And now I die because he has pierce invulnerability or something. MP strength, nah. It's just a horse, man. But yeah, it's been starting knistering. I don't know what's wrong with knistering is a German word for this sound, the sound. Don't know it right now, so don't hit me in the face. Alright, I can keep this one or I just fire it off. Of course I'm gonna fire it off. What do you think I would do? I'm not waiting. So then I'm gonna restart and then I'm gonna see what happens. Although maybe it works now. I think it's still okay now. So. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I can definitely hear it. So we have to keep it still for... I'm not... Wait, before we kill this enemy, I can restart before it gets too bad. I can restart the whole thing. So. Alright. Adjustment correcting. The moment I get EMP. Oh, god damn it. Come on, dude. You could have waited a little bit. Just a tiny bit, you know? Just a tiny bit. So. I'll beat your ass anyways. So. Okay. Alright. Have exactly 30 pulls on JP. Is he out? Good luck, I suppose. If he's already out, I'm not sure. So. Alright, that's the end. Okay, so just give me a second while I restart. It should still be the same when I do it. So let me close. Let me restart so we can hear the music again. No, not yet. Who do you want? 3.25 hours. He wants Doman. I don't know if he says anything to you, but it's a servant in JP, like a new upcoming one who's been teased for a long time now, and should have been included in the roster just like Muramasa, but it didn't because of course not. What do you expect? Some kind of you know, gift. So is this in? Yeah, that's it. Okay, let me turn it on. Perfect. I know, no fuck Muramasa, I ain't no normie. But it's still true, you know. Okay, I think the sound is okay again. Restarted the whole thing. I don't want to miss out anything. Don't want to force me, game, okay? Don't force me. Don't force me to do this again, okay? I would enjoy it to not have this. So. Alright, I think this is the end though. So. That's not a foreigner, but it's close enough. He's so calm when he talks, Zhang Yu. And that's it. I broke through all of them. You think you can defeat me, but you can't. Cooch boy. So. Alright. Hurry, get as far away as you can while Quaiji Zero keeps them enemy busy. Yes, ma'am. I must say, it's humiliating to find our hands so firmly tied. Well, what can we do? Advanced as it might be, the Shadow Ball is still basically a car with a bunch of tires. You can't stop them from towing it. I suppose we should be content with the fact that Nessa was able to escape. It's fortunate for us that they are apparently completely ignorant of the Spirit Origin Graph's importance. Whatever you might be up to, don't bother. Try anything funny, I'll cut you down where you stand. Here I thought you were a proud warrior. I'm disappointed to see you resorting to underhanded deception and skullduggery. Huh, say what you want, Confucian, smart man. Your words are no more than wind to me. Now that I know you're Confucians, I also know better than to trust anyone that comes out of your mouth. We're not Confucians. I don't know what you call it in your world, but here anyone who tries to enlighten our people is a Confucian. Oh, come on. What good could there possibly be in giving people knowledge? Making them read books that only confuse, defeat, deceive, delude, and causing them to lose sight of what they're meant to be. You do the devil's own work. Quinn is cute. Yeah, suppose so. You rebels should be ashamed for yourselves, spouting ideals you don't really believe, agitating people merely to further your own ambitions. I can't stand people like you. You don't actually have ambitions like that though. We just shared some things we knew while we were making conversations. Then you did it on Lark? That's even worse! You have no idea what will happen to the people you've tainted with your Confucianism. What was that? Confucianism. Being smart. Ugh. Enough. It is time all of you leave at once. But we still have yet to kill the Shaldians. We will not punish you for your incompetence in failing to kill them. You need merely wait for your next opportunity. Now go, or you will be caught up in it. Let's go, Prince of Langling. You too, Lord Xiang Yu. Very well. People, as you wish. And they retreat. Fufu? What in the hell? Why'd you all run off like that?
So I don't like this. They press us up to something.
Reviewing communications. There's little time left. I wonder. There's only one reason for the Emperor to order retreat now. King Jing Huang is about to unleash an indiscriminate attack. I'll bet it'll wipe out the entire area. Very good. Since you've figured out this much, we shall tell you what is about to happen. We have just released a payload of our Great Wall and altered its trajectory. It will strike your location in approximately 3 minutes. Are you freaking nuts? You overgrown tin can? You'd really kill your own people just to go get there at us? Do not think of so much of yourselves. You have quite backwards. We only ordered our soldiers to cripple you, in order that you might be able to caught in a blast radius, as an added bonus of sorts. Then you did this explicitly to destroy this village? It is what must be done to rid the land of Confucianism. Now that enlightenment has begun to spread among the people, we are left with no choice but to nip it in the bud.
Accursed tyrant! Have little regard for the lives of your own citizen! Silence! This land is our flesh, its people are our blood. You could never understand the pain of such actions causes us. But now that it has been infected with Confucianism, we have no choice but to carve out a piece of our flesh before the poison spreads. So this is King Ji Huang? Flee if you wish, but it's too late for the people of this village. Once you have been turned tail and fled, be our guest to turn back and witness the destruction of your Confucianism has wrought. Damn it, this bastard's crazier than I thought. It expected murdering by his own citizens, more important than killing us. Sorry. The glalalas, man. There's now this massive
Wait, there it is now. It's massive. Wait, I have to make characters. When it hits, wait, when it hits, I don't think anything will be left of this area. What's that? Oh, an evil star! Oh, most glorious, majestic heavenly emperor must be furious. Ah. Gets entire village killed. Blames the emperor. Mordred sucks. You have profound opinions about everything, huh? Different too. You like Mordred, but now you don't. Not sure.
So, the rumor about stars falling in villages that reject the Emperor's blessing were true? That can't be happening. Why would the Heavenly Emperor be so furious? Was it wrong of us to recite poems? Was it wrong for us to try to go to the capital?
No, none of you did anything wrong. You followed your dreams in search of freedom, as anyone would. I see. Now I understand this is how I was summoned to this land. It was all so that I could strike back against the great oppression.
Spartacus?
Darren, you have yet to become an oppressor. Now is the time for you to demonstrate your authority.
What do you want me to do?
Use your command spell on me. Use it and say only one word. Jump.
Now I get it. Crying warmonger. What do you just say? We'd normally have no way to defend against or destroy something as utterly destructive as a meteor strike. But Spartacus' noble phantasm changes to match what he's up against. The more powerful the attack, the stronger his resulting counterattack will be. If he can do that in the air before the meteor has the strength to strike, he might just be able to destroy it before it hits the ground.
Whoa! Wait a minute! Are you suggesting you fly up there and let that thing hit him? Not to worry. Such tremendous adversity is perfect for showing off the strength of my rebellion.
You can't! That will completely annihilate your spirit origin.
Ha ha ha! We won't know until I've tried. Regardless, there's no time to debate the matter. We don't have long before that wicked star arrives.
Why is he so smart? Why does he have the best ideas on the... Now we're gonna lose the only one time where Spartacus was actually smart. Towards a star. By my command spell.
I feel it. I can feel the power of our bond flowing within me.
I'm at Born for 9, but I'll get there eventually. You really jumped. Fool? That's no ordinary leap. He's been propelled by a truly massive eruption of magical energy. How do we manage to give that much energy? I suppose it's just a friendship power. Oh, look. Of all the things that I would have expected of this Lost build, I would have not expected for Spartacus to get his own CG. Him being a 1-star, you know?
Now is the time for my legs to rebel against gravity. Humans, open your eyes and turn your gaze upwards. This leap is the very pinnacle of liberation. It is the irrational act that will triumph over this adversity. The wings of freedom.
Who would have thunk it? One solitary man who always thinks about freedom and hates oppression.
If the star means oppress the sky itself, then I too shall become a star. A rebellious morning star that likes the world below. Grrrr!
What a man.
He really did take it head on, no! Damn it, Whitey, he crashed right into it. He could have deflected it or something so he wouldn't get so hurt.
No, he was prepared for this. For his noble phantasm to be at its most powerful, he would need to be at its most gravely injured.
Ha 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 ha! Wonderful! This pain is honor. This pain is life. I can feel my love about to explode. War cry overload.
This is exactly what he says in his MP.
This can't be right. Where did these people get a surface-to-air weapon?
No, they have no such weapon. It must be the work of one of their rogue spirits. Remember this, sight well, Hangzing. This is the true face of our army's new enemy. Oh no, I was only at 99% MP. Dies.
Oh! Incredible! The entire mass is completely evaporating.
You really did it. But where is he now?
There! I can see him falling back down. That big dumbass.
Yeah, she's gonna catch. Jeez. Alright, or not catching. Who knows? Oh no, it is. Good.
Oh, hello, rebellious knight. Did you catch me in those twiggy arms of yours?
Cut the crap! All those people you stirred up like a jackass were watching you, you know? Can't you just smash face first in the ground, lunkhead? We're supposed to at least land on your feet. Hell, you shouldn't be falling at all. You're supposed to land properly no matter what. That's just what you gotta do, alright? These wounds are... Yes, I'm afraid Spartacus' spirit origin isn't going to last much longer.
Ha ha, your words cut deep, Knight of Camelot. I should expect as much from the manliest man of the Knights of the Round Table.
Who you calling a man? Ain't it freaking fair saying shit like that at a time like this? You're all beat to the hell. Nowhere left for me to even punch you.
Go ahead. I'm sure your punch would feel most pleasant.
Are you gonna die, Spartacus?
Of course not. Spartacus will truly never die. Not as long as you keep the light of rebellion alive within your heart. This is all I ask, my friends.
Gawain exists.
Spartacus, I can't believe you did this all to save us. I'm not gonna cry, I mustn't. Spartacus, he never stopped smiling no matter how much he hurt.
Oh, by the way, I probably should, yeah. Give me a second. Here. It's just, here. Alright. Give me just a quick second. So. I think it's this one. Alright. Cancel this. So do this. Perfect. I think that's fine. Here. I just wanted to say this is the one. This is the Mordred it said. You said Mordred sucks. Here. Does it show? Actually, it doesn't show. Give me a second. They're amping up, man. Let me see. Yeah, for some reason it didn't save. Come on. Here. There it is. Here. Mordred, that's Mordred's costume she gets in I think 2 years still. Yeah, you don't see that much simping from me, but you know, or anything of sort, you know. Usually I keep my mouth shut about stuff like this, but here, Mordred would be hotter if she was a dude. Oh, okay, right. I give you that one. Then you like Astolfo instead. Does Astolfo get a skin as well? I'm pretty sure Astolfo... Oh, you probably like Bunny Astolfo then. I don't need to show you, you can just look it up. Kid! I'm gonna get strong enough that I can smile through anything too, so I can somebody else's Spartacus one day. So as long as I, and whoever comes after me keeps smiling, Spartacus will always live on. This is like a spear into my heart because it never happened. Now I get it. So this is real rebellion? Huh? Something's wrong with the spirit origin graph. It's hot. Very hot. What? Then tell me it's broken! No, it's not that. It's reacting to the Lee line. What? But I thought it didn't work in this lost spell. That's it. There's a prayer here now. Hope has finally blossomed in these people's hearts, connecting... Oh! Yes, this land is no longer cut off from the throne of heroes. Heroic spirits have heard the wishes of people lacking their own voice and are about to pay them a visit. I'm sure her skin would still make a nice costume though. That's a bit... this air smells familiar, and I think I recognize those far-off mountains as well. I would see we've been invited to our homeland, although something seems off. I don't see a single sign of war anywhere, nor do I see anyone resembling a master. I suppose this means we've gone rogue, so to speak.
Pity? I was kind of looking forward to that whole spiel you've got to get to do when you first meet your master.
Well now, where do I even begin? Why do you look like that?
What you mean? How else would Lu Bu Fengxiang look?
What?
What other heroic spirit could possibly be fit to be summoned alongside the great Shen Gong than Lu Bu, the flying general?
But you obviously read Har.
Lu Bu is a man among men, and Red Har a horse among horses. Everyone knows we were inseparable during our ventures. I'm what they call an innocent monster.
Oh look, a carrot.
Ngee! A yummy carrot? Where?
Oh, I knew it, you are Red Hair.
Nonsense, I'm Lu Bu.
God damn it. So this is Red Hair. So actually just a horse. Just Lu Bu's horse. Makes sense. Alright. But I did say we should probably just pull out, right? That's like the moment of pulling because we got a 69 twice and a 420. And the fucking gong, a stupid ass meme. Not being disgusted because it is considering one specific servant. 83. Pull once, see what happens. Throw the numbers in, crunch the numbers. You know? Alright, that's nothing. Alright, I'm not gonna pull anymore on this account. Too much of a waste. I think I might be able to get through 10, but it's getting very late. I will see how far we can go. I looked at the signs and then I got freaking, you know, slapped in the face. Thank you, game. So, who's assassin enough to join with MHX? Ibaraki. Yeah. I hope she doesn't die. Give me a second. Let me just... Here. So, now she can't die. Perfect. Alright. We got Shangong and Red Har. Who is just a horse. Lubu's horse. Also very famous because it was a giant ass horse. So what's our next move? At least in the list of warriors. First thing we should be doing is tracking down the shadow border, but... Oh, we cannot leave these people to fend for themselves. King Xing Huang wants them dead. Right, and I'm pretty sure King Xing Huang's aware that the whole Operation Wardrop thing failed. It's no stretch to imagine Akuta and Jiang Yu being sent to back finish the job, only they've got to be guarding the border now, seeing as this the enemy's top priority. Right, I don't see the dropping chunks of the Great Wall as something that gets done often or in rapid succession. I'm sure King Shi Huang doesn't want to damage the land any more than strictly necessary. That said, if we stay in one place too long, I'm sure the Emperor will try it again, so we need to keep moving. Do you want to take the villagers here with us? That would put them in the crossfire of our battle. Too dangerous. What would you have us do, Darren? I want to hear your plan, Jinkei. What plan? Do we have a plan? My plan? I agree with Senpai Jinkei. You're great at coming up with plans. You think? Well, if you need my help that badly, I guess I'd better step up, huh? Our biggest problem is how Qin Shi Huang can keep tabs on us from the Great Wall. How many of Da Vinci's bound and fields devices do we have? She gave Senpai and me one each. We also have a single backup unit. Then we should split up 3 directions. The main group will go after the shadow border, and the other 2 will make the villagers somewhere safe. Is there anywhere safe seeing how Emperor douchebag is looking straight down at us? Fortunately, that the Emperor can only look straight down, maybe our saving grace. All that is needed to avoid such a case is something overhead, like a cave or a forest fig with foliage. We won't know how well the camouflage device works until we give him a shot. And of course, if Qin Shi Huang loses sight of us, then I expect someone will come searching at ground level. So we can expect the nearby areas to be crawling with those mechanical soldiers. Then we have to kick the shit out of them every time. But how are we gonna keep them low profile if we do that? Is land ain't exactly the best for hiding either. Which is why each group will need a skilled fighter, since there will be no getting around the fact that we all run in patrols at some point. Mordred, Nessa and Nessa, I'd like each of you to guard half the villagers. Mash, Darren and I will go after the shadow border. What happens when the villagers are finally safe? Our ultimate destination is Yangyang, so we can hide out near there while we wait on rendezvous. How does that sound? Works for me. Our plan's got more holes than a sieve, but it makes it easier to adapt to the fly. I too have no significant objections. Then it's settled, boys. If we're born in this village, we've been here all our lives. How we have to leave it behind? I'm so sorry we dragged all you two into this, but if you stay here, your lives will be in danger again. But that's not fair. What do we do to deserve this? Nothing. You didn't do jack shit. King Shi Huang just threw a tantrum because you got to know us a bit. None of this is your fault. This is just what happens to normal people during war. You've just got to think like a tornado or an earthquake or something else outside your control. This can't be happening. I don't know. The idea of getting to go somewhere that's not here is kind of, how do I put it? Yeah, it's like a hot feeling of bottom of your chest. It kind of makes me want to chat, and shout and run in circles. I know, it's so exciting. This must be what Spartacus meant when he talked about freedom. Hell yeah. And in our world is something so precious, people risk their lives to protect it. Let's go. Holy moly. I hope this is not going to take long. What's with this stupid talisman? frozen on the ground. How can he steal away my spirit ordering with mere sage arts? It's not fair. Well, aren't you a sorry sight, Konyaskaya? Akuta, you came to rescue me. Come on then, hurry up and get this stupid thing off me. I didn't think I'd have any trouble breaking free of these obsolete sage arts, but annoyingly, this talisman uses a spell made for sealing away gods. As I am now, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it. I should help you. Why exactly? Ah, don't be like that. You and I aren't the only ones in this lost belt who can really count on each other. Well, that's odd. Could have sworn that the disciples of the foreign god were supposed to be entirely neutral in all of this. Didn't the rules say that you weren't allowed to help any cryptos in particular? Oh, don't be silly. Of course I'll make an exception for you, Akuta. After all, we go back, way back, don't we? Yes, I suppose we do. Which is why I find it so surprising that you never realized this about me. I've always utterly detested you. Well, maybe not you per se, but another foxwoman just like you. I don't know what made you end up manifesting like that, but you sure took your sweet time getting there. Don't you know it's rude to go babbling about a lady's past? The point is, you and I are cut from the same misanthropic cloth, right? Don't you think it would only benefit us both if we played nice? If you're going to bring up mutual benefit, Konyaskaya, have even more reason to refuse. How could helping you possibly be worth getting on King Shi Huang's bad side? Oh, you really went there, huh? In this world, when it comes to business, you're either a client or a product. I was hoping to keep you as a client, but I guess I just wasn't meant to be. Goodbye, Konyaskaya. Knock yourself out trying to find an escape from this. You'll never succeed. She's really serious about him. It wasn't the look of a recluse afraid to put herself out there. She must have found her nerve after running into him again so unexpectedly. I wish I could be happy for her. But all I can think about is how stupid this lovey-dovey stuff is. So ends another ancient, I guess. Oh well, this just means I'll have to find another client. And that means there's one thing I can tell you now. That's NFF service for you. You never stop chasing our dreams. Just is there still being a person with no integrity. Thank you. So, yeah, they are tire tracks. They definitely came this way. Just a second. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, sorry. So, foo-foo. Oh yes, I guess I should have suspected you to tag along too. I hope the others are okay. You just focus on taking care of yourself right now, Darren. How are you feeling? Compared to what the new director's going through, this is nothing. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, we can't afford to go any faster. We need to conserve energy in case we have to fight. Where is he, by the way? That's true, but these tracks are old. I'd say the enemies are way ahead of us. Just a second. Middle of a battle now. I have to click things. So, even if we can't catch up to them, we definitely can't afford to fall any further behind. The fact that they also took Da Vinci Holmes and, you know, Gordolf, must mean that, yeah, they're trying to figure out how the Zero Cell engine works. If they can't work it out themselves, they need to make the ones who build it talk. At least we should have to worry about them being immediately executed, but that will only last so long. Once they've outlived their usefulness, it's entirely possible King Shi Huang won't want them as prisoners. What an idiot. There's no sense getting worked up too worked up, but we can't afford to take our time either. Sorry, Darren, but you just have to hang out there till now. Don't worry about me, I'm fine, really. I was very close into liking Kush, but you know, right now I don't think he's cool. Wait, I'm seeing hostile figures at 12 o'clock. It's more King Shi Huang's mechanical soldiers. So I see. I did figure they would run into some, but just soon as just so soon. Been wrong. Just as can't say. I can't say words. Not good enough. But he's not good. Patience. Patience. Not today though. 100% not gonna be able to do it today. Jesus. At least my other account has now reached the same level. I've been rushing it a little bit too much, but now we're getting to the third fight. Rushing it a little bit too fast? Nah. Third fight. I know what to do now though. So, you know, it's nice to know. Nice to know that, you know, nice to know that Hinoka, out of sheer fear of, you know, Jiang Yu even hurting a little bit, puts up a barrier immediately. As expected. Couldn't finish my sentence properly. Apologies. Nose is full. Getting very tired. So. Ah, I see. So. Alright. Ibaraki just beat one guy, and then we got beat the other guy, and then we're gonna be good. Will I ever finish a 4-star MP5? I have 5 now. 4 of them, I mean. Here, Daeon, Ibaraki, Helena Archer, and Marta. Marta actually also just reached MP4. Do I ever reach like an MP5? I'm just curious, or it's just gonna be a thing forever, which I don't mind. I mean, I guess it's funny, but still. I would like to see a conclusion to this dilemma. So I was meant to have only MP4 characters. Just mocking at me that, you know, my 5-star luck is not is existent but not existent at the same time. Screw you, game. So, I guess since I'm so far deep already, I might just well just pull a little bit after I'm done with this fight. Maybe even be able to skip the conversation. Yeah, I don't need to listen to it honestly, but maybe I can pull something nice. I swear if it's a third one, I'm gonna be so mad. But all in due time. First I have to beat it. So, beep boop. The battle is over, no more enemies in the area. There's even more of them than I thought there would be. No way they just happened to be here on patrol. I think I might know why. Take a look at his remains. Hope he's mad, so it's perfectly equal if that happens. Oh great. That's odd, we didn't destroy these. Exactly, someone else must have fought them before we got here. Ooh! The ones we just fought may have been reinforcements who got here too late. Or they might have come to investigate the battle's aftermath. It's a safe bet that neither Mordred nor Nessa came this way. So does this mean there's someone else here? Butting their heads with the empires besides us? Rogue Servantos. That's very possible. Especially since we just saw the Spirit Order and Graf fare up. This can't be a coincidence. Then if we can manage to find them, we might just gain a new ally. Our new enemy if we're unlucky. Either way, we better investigate further. Let's try looking around and see what we can find. Jesus, my nose. Well, I certainly won't be expanding my clients anytime soon if I don't get out of this prison. I can't believe this talisman is a genuine article. I never thought humans would be able to keep the sage arts working for over 2,000 years, but I was clearly wrong. They've even managed to advance them here. We need to leave. This Lost and I do not get along. I mean, what was a mere human thinking going all the way to Mount Penglai to claim secret sage arts? If you're going to go that far, you might as well have stayed here and become a sage yourself. Where does this clown get off from coming back to the world and staying on as an emperor? Just thinking about that stupid emperor and that stupid missing face pisses me off. I can't believe I let myself get trapped like this all because I couldn't get a read on those emperor's expressions. Okay, she's gonna help now. Oh, it's you. Didn't think I would see you in a peaceful hospital like this. But I guess you show up just about anywhere. What is it, foreign priestess? Oh, I have no idea what you're saying. I wish you would hurry up and learn our language already. Wonder if Kashtari already understands you. Maybe he's even keeping record of everything you've been saying and doing that involves us. Well, none of that is any of my business. After all, my contract is with the foreign god. Not you, even if you speak to it. Oh, but never mind that. Do you think you could peel this talisman off from me? This Lost Belt's king is a tough negotiator. The other Lost Belt kings might be monsters that no humans can control. But King Xinghuang pulls that off while still somehow remaining human. Monsters that rely on brute strength are terrifying just by existing, but devious humans are terrifying because of what they actually do. So I promise you, if something isn't done soon, the cryptos are going to lose their hold on this Lost Belt. That archaic emperor might even end up cutting down the Tree of Emptiness before it can become your seatbelt, you know? Archaic, you say? Do tell young Yangsky exactly which part of us is archaic. Damn it! Oh. Enjoying your conversation with the wall, are you? We see you must have finally lost it, as they say. I'm flattered you go out of your way just to peep on me while I sit and sell you your Imperial Majesty. Boobies. Yeah. Boobies. Dear, you can... You can peep anywhere you want, yet you still can't see what's really important. What a joke. We have passed judgment on Charlia. Now the time has come to properly assess your conduct as a visitor of our empire. Is it now? Does it mean you finally realized that Charlia was your mortal enemy all along? Indeed, we have. But that does not absolve you of your own separate crimes. Whatever do you mean? The enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Charlia is both your enemy and mine. Your Imperial Majesty, I'm certain not the one who's been ruining your farms. She did. The Yuttins. But you are the one who brought those demonic beasts, and they began eating our people around the time Charlia appeared, no? Crap, I've forgotten about that. Ah, yes, unlucky. Oh, well, that's strange. I guess they fell out of my pocket or something. Jesus, you're an awful liar. But really, do you even have any proof that was my mistake? There's no difference between summoning demonic beasts and summoning horrid spirits after all. How do you know Charlia isn't just playing dumb? Charlia takes pleasure in disturbing my people's way of life. They would never kill them just for sports. But you, on the other hand, take pleasure in nothing so much as messily devouring humans. Kominsky is the pretty comical character. I hate that each Lost Belt is actually making me like her. AKGUW. Sure. And she's meant to be unlikable, but at the same time, she's okay right now. I don't really have anything against her, nor do I have anything for her. I just find her very neutral. But I find it funny if she gets hit on in the face. Against someone who's smarter, you know? It's always funny. I see. So you still have records of my past self even in this Lost Belt? Alright then. What are you going to do about it? Do you even have time to waste now that you know that Charlia is the greatest threat to you and your nation? It is true that we do not. While we are quite adept at parallel processing, our greatest concern is indeed Charlia. We can only afford to dedicate our rare spare moments to dealing with you. Oh. So we are afraid that your intermediate punishment will have to be somewhat artless, messy. That talisman seals your powers, preventing you from fighting back, yes? Then we can delegate your punishment to these automata. What? As such, these puppets will torture you until we can see you to your punishments ourselves. Hang on, you're joking, right? I mean, you're King Shi Huang, the great emperor of this domain. Surely you can't just be completely twisted. We do not do this for our own enjoyment. It is our duty to see justice served. Alright. Wait, please, don't do... Oh boy, alright, okay. Not bad, Emperor, not bad. We are sorry about this, but we simply lack the information to determine how spirits such as servants and alter egos behave in worlds that are not their own. For all we know, destroying your body accidentally or otherwise may even set you free. Neither can we afford to let you bury this place in sulfur. Ah, yes. Jesus, that's kinda hard. But so long as you manifest here, you are bound to that physical body. This much we are certain of. So we will keep you alive, but ensure you lack the strength to escape. If we order your body drilled full of holes, day and night, never piercing major blood vessels, you should survive, but be unable to replenish your magical energy, and so have no choice but to behave. Please, forgive me. Just let me go, and I promise I'll leave right away. Maybe it's just an act. I don't feel like Konyaskaya would say things like this, but we'll see. I'll never come to this Lost Belt again, so please stop this, yeah. Out of the question. Even if you did leave, you would only sow more evil in other histories, no? Besides, there's more to you than meets the eye. You weigh far more than all the servants combined. Even I was shocked to see your soul, or rather, your spirit origin's mass weighs nearly 100,000 tons. We are destined to rule all of human world. That will never change, regardless of what time or fate itself may have in store. As you are sworn enemy of mankind, we have all the more reason to deny you of your freedom. Alright. King Shin, good choice. Bad choice for oppressing everyone. You know, Confucianism, come on, dude. But a good choice for this one. Very, very perceptive. So you even care about peace in other Lost Belts? You really are hopeless, aren't you? Very well. Your torment in our land will continue until you turn to stone. We can put you into eternal slumber once we devise a proper sealing ritual for you. Till the day comes, you will face justice for your crimes. We suggest you spend this eternity for torture, reflecting on the many people you have killed and the pain and suffering you caused them. Till I turn to stone? Who does this jerk think I am, Sun Wukong? Ah, no, please! Can't be louder right now. It's getting late. It's getting very late. So yeah. Alright. Well, that's Konyaskaya taken care of. I guess we're gonna continue until we get to the pod. So, do I have to do it to... Oh, it's 4 right now. Oh my god. Alright, I'll continue leveling this thing up. Alright, I'm doing it, okay? Jesus. Pitiful. Everyone we meet here is so weak I can hardly stand it. But then these aren't people, are they? They seem to be mechanical puppets. How awful. At this rate, I don't know when we'll ever get to form a contract with a master. I think it'd be too much horseplay if I ask whether they're a master before kicking them to death. Yes, great. Okay, not at all. In fact, that sounds like an excellent idea. That said, anyone capable of ordering us around should be able to take a good kick from you before even losing their smile. About that. I don't think we are good enough. Foo-foo. Master, I see human figures up ahead. God, this fight taken so long, holy moly. Maybe we shouldn't have let someone die here, yeah? And wait, is one human figure and one a queen figure? Except it looks like those horse has a weapon? Seems like they noticed us too. They're headed this way. Ah, well, hello there. It's good to finally meet another servant. One who appears to be accompanied by a mage with command spells, no less. I must say I'm rather jealous. It would seem you have a master with whom you have formed an official contract. Does this mean you two don't have a master? No, we do not. If that master of yours happens to be looking for new servants, then it would seem this is a most fruitless encounter indeed. I'd definitely like some new servants. Does this mean you form a contract with me? Hey! So, oh yes, we'll be happy to, as long as you survive. What do you mean by that? Why, I mean you're going to kill you now, of course. Huh? Pooh! Ah, so it's gonna be like that, huh? You okay with this, Jinkei? Why? We still have obligations to our lord from when we were alive, so you see to make it a point to only swear loyalty to those who are truly strong. The Flying General has a reputation to uphold after all. We retainers must stay true to ourselves, no matter how many times our souls may transmigrate. The Flying General. There's only one person in Lubu Fengjiang's clan as eloquent as you. You're Shang Gong, aren't you? Oh boy. Lubu the giant dude. So you figured out that quickly, did you? Well, I'm just a tactician of a rear guard, so my true name is hardly worth hiding. But when you turn into a ballista, it's gonna be different. But if you mean to serve as our general, if we are to trust you with our lives, then we must be certain you are too strong for us to kill. And so we will try to do so now. If you die in this battle, then our alliance was never meant to be. Answer me, are you my master? I will kick you. On second thought, don't bother, die. I will kick you. And after I'm done kicking you, I will kick you again. So. There's our horses for you. Hey, red hair. I also have a red hair already. That's not good. I just realized something bad. Ah well, it's not gonna be a matter. It's not gonna be a problem. No biggie, no biggie. Sadie Shanggong doesn't exist until anniversary. It's like a long way there. Alright, thank you very much. Now dive. Spend your days in life and death. So. Not yet. Let's go. Oh, okay, I think it's dead. Jesus. So stressful. Alright, I think I have 3 SQ. I might have gotten 3 SQ, but I couldn't be sure. I've wasted everything after all. Let's see. So. 2 SQ. No, I can't even do it. Okay, I have to play it just a little bit longer. Alright, fine by me, okay? Now that I chaos in. Oh! Oh, yeah, that's not good, right? Poison, and I think we can just beat his ass. So. Alright. Let's go. Alright, perfect. I think that's just enough. So we can break through. What? Wait, what? Something about self. Good thing I activated that more thing. Jesus. So it's over. Alright. I have to play just a little longer. I don't want to play so much more. It's tired. It's tired. So. Actually, but we have good progress. I think we were at section 6 and we actually managed to get to section 10 and almost finish it too. Not gonna say we finish it yet, obviously. But I think that is it. Oh, nice. Guess we got a new friend. Excellent. Very excellent. Jesus. Might have done a big mistake right now. Yeah, maybe. Alright, that's enough. Well, red hair, I believe this boy is more than strong enough for us to serve. What do you think?
That was fun! His Master's Majesty and her sheer presence would outshine even Guan Yu himself. I would be happy to let him ride on my back.
Ooh. Lubu's horse. Damn, that's a, you know.
Oh, I'm Lubu Fengshan. Pleased to meet you.
What? Yes, it is best you ignore that bit. It really does not matter. At all. Moving on. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to add servants this strong to our lineup. What do you think, Master? Welcome aboard. Why are you refusing to make eye contact, friend? Huh? I'm not. I just figured these kinds of compromises are worth making given we're in this for the long haul. Thank you, my lord. Hey! New friends. As today I, Shengong, recognize you, Lord Darren, as my master and swear an oath of undying loyalty. And will, you know, destroy Medb for the unforeseeable future forever. Oh, looks like they're getting to know each other. Is going to have to wait. Ah, Tomatas, right away. That ends it right now, huh? Makes sense, we are exactly keeping it quiet. We are on... Huh, what a good fortune. Seems you don't need to wait for us to a test run, so to speak. Yeah, in fact, this might be the best kind of welcome party for a couple of war-loving nuts like you.
Yes, let's do this. Stand back now, Lord Shengong.
Me? Why not? Me? Why? You know I have a great strategy I've been dying to test out. Destroying people with my arrow.
You mean strategy where you point the enemy and say to me, go blow yourself up with them? That would get people killed, if they weren't robots, you know.
Clucking tongue. So I think that's the clucking, clicking, clucking. Alright. Shen has horse pee on him. God damn it, dude. No, he doesn't. I like how calm, how chill Gong is about all of this. I don't like him, what he does as a servant, but he certainly is a kind of cool guy, I suppose. God, I couldn't kill! Why am I here? Just to suffer? Alright. Sorry, that voice crack had to be done. I felt a disturbance in my field of view. So I wanna go over that 10 baht as quickly as possible so I can go to sleep. Actually, I'm tired right now. So, but it's been a while since I last streamed that long. Like, you know, at least that late, I suppose. Oh no, I did already a lot. I don't know, no idea. Whatever. Okay. Just a second. Alright. Oh, that's not even a big deal. What in the name of God? What's that supposed to be? It's like supposed to tickle me or something? Heck? Of course we're gonna beat you guys' asses. What the heck? Yeah. That's it. Told you it was a stupid meme. So. And there it is. So.
戻りしみの右腕は怪異となった羅生門大演技
Yeah, don't get between us and my damage. Big boy damage. So, maybe I should summon, Hinako over here, because I have Merlin over here. And I don't think she can do much without lots of help. Lots of help. But, whatever. I've wasted so much on this banner already. At this point I just want it to happen, so I can leave in peace. Ahoy there, can you hear me okay, Darren? Huh? What? Fu? Fu? Da Vinci? Da Vinci! Oh good, looks like we've got a real clear signal. I knew modifying our portable comms use the void space and give us some truly insane range would be a good out. I'm a genius at work. So, my genius, sorry. Yes, that's very impressive, but we thought you all be all be captured. Indeed, we're currently being confined some distance from you at Ankang. We would have called sooner, but we had a little much in the way of supervision. Anyway, it really sucks that they took the border with them. But at least me, Holmes, Gordy, and the rest of the staff all being held in the same place. Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't take your comms when you were captured. Yeah, I thought that was pretty weird too. I don't think it's because they were trying to get us to talk so they can monitor us the conversation though. It takes so long. I want to pull ones already. Indeed, had their intent been for us to converse, they would have not likely have to put us in separate cells. Aside from that, the security here seems pretty solid. They were lax on the comms stuff, but they sure made the point of taking away our weapons. What? Given how they've been treating us, I'd say they must have noticed the comms, or more likely they just didn't suspect these devices could be used for communication at all. Really? I'm surprised they would overlook something that important. I imagine it simply never occurred to them that we might be carrying our own communication devices. But they are prison guards, right? How could they be so careless and keep their jobs? I remember this lost belt science engineering have developed completely different from our own. That holds equal true for what it excels as well as what it's lacking. Aha! I recognize that tone. You figured something out, haven't you, Holmes? I surely have. Think back to King Shi Huang, who has gained immortality by exchanging a physical body for a mechanical one. Even if they added to that body's functionality ever since, don't you think it's odd that it had expanded to such absurd proportions? Ah. So, now that I mention it, then there's an enormous gap between technology the Emperor employs and the primitive way the farmers live their lives. Yes, it's just the zigzag of improvement. Very smart actually. Not too bad. But their machinery has not advanced ever since, right? Has advanced beyond the medieval era. No doubt that is part of parcel of the Emperor's attempt to maintain a peculiar ignorance throughout the Empire's citizenry. This is to say that while this lost belt may be highly technology advanced, the sole beneficiary of those advancements is its ruler. By design, these technological advancements will never spread to the masses. Yeah, Edison would go nuclear if he heard that. What do you mean, Edison? It's more Tesla. Remember how we were able to most of the wheat grown here used for fuel rather than food? This also means that all the astonishing technology here runs on old-fashioned combustion engines. Yikes, now that you mention it, I guess it would, wouldn't it? Yeah. This may seem preposterous inefficient with regards to fuel from our standpoint, but if King Shi Huang and the capital of Xinjiang, with the Empire attached, are the only ones using said fuel, I imagine that they are still able to meet their energy needs regardless of inefficiency. It is very, very odd though. Give me just a second. Jesus. So, even the environmental cost of harvesting such massive amounts of biofuel is unlikely to become a serious problem without anyone else making use of electricity. I see, I suppose you could get away with it then so long as you take... It's almost like Cyberpunk, where you know, it is kind of in the future, but at the same time it's still engines, like steam engines. But, I mean wheat engine, I suppose. Now then, let's try a little thought experiment, shall we? In a situation where there's no incentive whatsoever to develop technology for mass production and widespread use, what would be most neglected? Oh, fuck. I know. Wait! Fuck, too late. Miniaturization and optimization, right? Too late. I'm stupid. Give me the done set. Let me put on the done set. Precisely. Technology only sees widespread use once it is sufficiently compact and affordable. But in this lost world, neither of those concerns are factors. Qin Shi Huang's ability to monitor everything within the Empire simultaneously is a remarkable feat, but I cannot imagine a way to maintain it at a scale without massively inefficient labor cost. However, if Qin Shi Huang is the only one using such a system, any concern about cost effectiveness would be moot. The idea of an integrated circuit would never occur to the Emperor, nor would there be any concern about cost when the entirety of the nation resources exist for Qin Shi Huang's sole personal use. Or at least Kushi should still have a headphone jack. Maybe, but probably not. That sounds a little too out there, you know. Sounds like a pharaoh ruling from atop their pyramid. I doubt it would even occur to this world's inhabitants to carry around machines for personal use. There certainly isn't any need for them to carry individual communicators, as they can converse with the Emperor wherever they may be. For that matter, in this world, the very concept of long-range communication is the Emperor's sole domain. There's no real need for private communication between individuals over distance, nor would it ever be permitted. Yes. So that's why the idea we might have some way to communicate with each other like that never even occurred to them, because stupid. That said, I also thought Qin Shi Huang would be so blinded by pride in their own superiority to proper human history that our technology wouldn't really get any notice. For the most part, I believe you were right, Da Vinci. Certainly the Emperor took interest in the Shadow Border series cell technology, but it would seem it was worth of attention. No one else. Seems nothing. So give me a second. Give me a second. Here. We just have to exploit every such arrogance blind spot. At any rate, I'm glad we know you all now. We should be able to reach Ankang in about a day or two from our current location. Yes, I would encourage you to move with all possible haste, you see. Forget there's someone I'm surprised we haven't heard from yet. How come the director's been so quiet? Oh god, he's asleep. Well, actually he's grown so weak that he's passed out. No! My man! My boy! That's why he's not been talking. Oh my god. I'm gonna kill every single one of those bastards for making my boy suffer. But why? He should still have plenty of time left. Is it a poison? He didn't seem that weak last time we saw him. The first thing about Koniska's poison is that it has different effects on different people. I think it has something to do with the victim's karma. What? Karma? The more bad stuff they've done, the more they're punished. What? What in the world, what in the name of God is this odd thing? A karma poison. Are you freaking serious? In Darren's case, the effects haven't been any worse than a bad cold. But Cordy's already had the digestive system fail. What did he do? God damn it! You know, I thought it was weird too. I haven't seen Tubby stop stuffing his face once since we got here. So he wasn't able to keep anything down at all. He was only getting by thanks to an IV drip that was giving him discreetly while we were on the border. That means I'm completely immune to it, Fog. You're gonna die instantly. You're gonna freaking explode, Nep. This is the best test to see how good someone is. The moment the poison touches your skin, it's gonna melt off your face. Everything will melt off. Immune, he says. Fog. Sorry, I didn't say it before. Freaking karma poison. That's like the strangest thing I've heard. With Magecraft, everything is possible. Sorry I didn't say before, but he insisted I keep it secret. It was his way of trying to not make you worry. Poor director Gordov. The idea was struggling that badly. Q by Q. Can't imagine Gordov fasting. I think he might prefer being unable to breathe to be unable to eat. I can't imagine Gordov fasting. So once we got tossed in here, I couldn't treat him anymore. His condition got really bad really quick. And it doesn't look like the guards have much interest in helping either. Guingxi, oh, I'm gonna kill every single one of those bastards. But not today, because it's late. Da Vinci's mind, Gordov's health is really not a concern. Indeed, I hardly think the Emperor cares if the other person survives at all. This is terrible, Senpai. We need to hurry and rescue them right away. Please do. That said, I do have one spot of good news. Turns out a surprise guest is staying here with us. Damn it, Holmes, knock it off. This isn't the time for your usual Koi nonsense. Who is it? Is it Konyaskaya? Oh, yes, quite right. Let me come right to the point then. It seems Konyaskaya is being held here in the same facility. Oh, really? If we can all rendezvous here, we will have a very real opportunity to turn things around and capture Konyaskaya ourselves. The fuck have I ever done? You can probably finish it tomorrow if you dedicate the stream to not Nier. No, I will still stream Nier. I will still play Nier, obviously. But I might be able to do a night over. Doing another night. Okay, it's 3 ones. Okay. Let me pull something interesting out of this. Oh great. Now let me just show you really quickly. I was able to scrunch up 3 SQ for my surprisingly great, you know, investment. Blah, 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 blah. Now can I get someone? Oh, you're fucking kidding me! Please stop! I don't want him anymore. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Alright. Oh boy. Oh, for fucking sake, man. I would have died over and over again. Oh, thank God it's not him. Sag. Really have to get off all of you had to summon me. Seriously, what were you thinking? Yeah, it's a long story short. Your Emperor's also here. That's a very long story. Whatever. There's no denying it. Fate played some kind of part. I can't believe it happened like that. I don't know. It's just the immaculate timing. Honestly, I was planning to just pull offline just to see whether I get it and then just reveal it later on. But if it like the moment it shined gold is this Hinako. Yes. It took me billions and billions of years. No, it took me 2 emperors to get one. Nice. I guess I have to you know, reveal it. So no secrets here. Here we go. I'll make a photo and put it in. Alright. Well, now I have no defense anymore. I don't know why this game is treating me like this. I had the worst time of my life yesterday. And then it just gives me Hinoko just after that. Sure, man. I guess. Let me see. Sec alert. I like how they're still in the background. You can see, you know, the other singularity here. Yeah. All of those things. I have to read them out later. Is this Hinoka? She's kinda ugly. I'm surprised you would say that. But hey. Alright. Yeah. Like it just happened. Freaking after this whole talk about being incredibly sad and very angry about getting Kush, now I get Hinoka. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say. Today has been so odd. So odd. Yesterday was also awful, but you know. God, I have no idea. I don't know, game. Why do you treat me good and bad at the same time? Is this some sort of divine retribution coming from the skies, you know, to keep me in check? Oh yeah, I have nothing to level her up. I probably. Let me check. Let me enlarge that dong for a second. I know it doesn't fit, but that's just how it is. We have reached the same era, by the way. God damn it. What do I have left? Let me see. Let me scrounge up then. I have exactly 1 of each left. Great. I will use this to great effectiveness. Wonderful. Have to level. You have to. No, I'm not gonna level the Emperor. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was in the verge of deleting him. Both of them at the same time. I was so close from just deleting them. So yeah, back to the corner of your mind I go. I will remember you eventually when it comes to that. Alright dude, where you at? Huh? Wait, where is he? There you are. Support servant? Get the heck away from me. Where is it? So, remove this guy. Put waiver back. So, get the heck back there, right where you belong. I don't need you. So, spend your days in hell. No joke. Just stay there. I don't want to level you. I still don't want to do it. It's just, I don't know, man. Sometimes luck just acts differently. I have no idea, but I guess I'm blessed or something. So let me pick up everything else. Get me the void dust. I don't think I have anything else here. I can't redeem things because I've been blindly leveling up everyone, so I have nothing left here. I'm gonna sit down now and think. But yeah, that's it for now. And also I murder you if you don't sack a Doman on an account I don't care about. God damn it. I'll be gone now though. Thanks for watching. I've been, you know, the spiral of confusion. This is like the craziness. Why? Why, game? Why do you give me Hinoka now, right after I gave up hope? Like the moment it shined gold, I was fearing I get another quish. That's how much hope I've lost. Why now? I don't get it, man. That's so confusing. Whatever. Great, man. My investment was not in vain. Alright, so I'm so close on the leading quiz. So close. So very close, trust me. God. Alright, it's only 6 more chapters, right? 7 more chapters. No, 6 more chapters. The Poppy Girl. Would like to know what this is, but all for later. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be gone now. Appreciate you guys a lot staying that long. 2 hours and 40 minutes for that. Holy moly. But yeah, bye bye.